All right, let's get this shit started. Uh, we're gonna hold off on show number 500 to tomorrow night. Coming to Thursday. I'll be on most of the day Thursday, beginning at 7:15 in the morning. So, I'll be on all morning long. Then I'll go have my dinner, which will be about around after a little after 1. And then I'll be back here the second half of the Cowboy game. And you want to join me, you can. But show number 500 is on Thursday. Tomorrow I'll make it 501. Who cares? Let's get to it. First of all, LeBron, I found out, was suspended a game because he clocked someone. And buffoonery continues for Los Angeles. What else is new for them? Find out in a minute what else is going on around the NBA tonight. Let you guys know what's up, if you know what I mean. Our boys are in the building already. Godfather Souls in here. That will be James Brown. What's up, Godfather? For you? And Tear Battle, my boy, my buddy. SI's finest. In the building. Nice seeing guys coming this early. Wanzis, just in time. In the building. Catch him Friday night, everybody. Now, let me say this. We may have a split on Thursday, depending on how the mood is. If I get the feeling people want to get uh Ninjaville shit, I'll do Ninjaville early in the morning. Get everybody in the mood. Depends if Platinum's gonna be. I don't think Platinum's gonna be Thursday. He'll probably be on at night. I think he's gonna be traveling. He'll be on tomorrow, he said. So if you're a Platinum Elite fan, look for him tomorrow. I'm gonna check the pulse. I'm gonna be up here about 6:45 on Thursday morning, just to see how it's going. If I see people on doing their nigga shit, then I'll do sports, or I'll do a blend of both. And then when I come back, I'll do second half of the Cowboy game. Then I'll see what's going on. I'm gonna do Nick Sirianni for you guys later on. By the way, Philadelphia's head coach had plenty to say to Rich Eisen today. As the Eagles, in my opinion, have the easiest road to the playoff. I'm gonna say something to you, Eagle fans, though. I'm being real here. The baseball team, the Cincinnati Reds, okay, had the easiest last 48 games you ever see in the history of baseball, and they collapsed. And the reason why they collapsed, they had no winners on the team, and that's no lie. That's the truth. And the Reds collapsed right in front of your eyes, and St. Louis got hot, and we all know what happened. Braves dynasty's beginning. So, but in all seriousness, this is what happens in sports. From listening to Sirianni today, I could tell you one tidbit for you Eagle fans. He thinks that Jalen Hurts is getting better and better and better by the day as a quarterback. And if you're an Eagle fan, you gotta be excited about that. Yeah, Giants fired Jason Garrett, and the reason why that happened, folks, you're about to see a complete uh overhaul in the East Rutherford, New Jersey, the Meadowlands. They're about to tear that whole team down. And this is what happens when you have no identity as a franchise. You're a goddamn joke. I had people come up here and say Danny Dimes was gonna have a big year. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Okay? Read what my boys are saying. Let me go over here. I know what you said, Terry Battle. I reacted to that. Okay. Where's Don P? Here we go. I'm not getting my hopes up high for the Eagles. This team is still learning. Wouldn't you rather learn and have them? Yeah, he's out again. Wouldn't you rather learn, Don P? Wouldn't you want uh this team to learn on the go, get 9 or 10 wins? But remember, they started off 2-5. The Eagles. Their schedule's a piece of cake now, folks. They're gonna beat the Giants. They're gonna sweep the Giants. They're gonna beat the Jets. Washington will be tough. Now that the Redskins are beginning to get it together again. The Redskins made the most tragic mistake you can make as a team and as a franchise. They put all their eggs in one game. Granted, they won the game. They beat the shit out of Tampa last week in Washington. But you have to remember, there were 8 other games before that game, and the Redskins didn't care about the other games. Now they're beginning to get their act together. All because they did their mission. They wanted to avenge Tampa in the playoffs. Look what Indianapolis did up in Buffalo this past weekend. They went up there and avenged that playoff loss. They destroyed Buffalo up in Buffalo. Buffalo did to Kansas City earlier this year. We're going to have a hell of a game this week, folks. We're going to have a good doubleheader this week in the NFL. I'll probably stay on the air because I'm not doing the Sunday night game. So I'll stay on the air up to 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I'm gone for the night. I am not doing. Let me see what the night game is. Let me read you guys first. Sweep the New York teams. That's your next 3 games. Sweep the New York teams down Philly. Then you could begin to dream. You'll be 8-6 with those 3 wins. The Giants have given up. They waved the towel. No, they're not. Everybody's in the wild card except for the Lions and the Giants. Lions and Giants are gone. Everybody else is there. Joe Judge is not safe. Saquon played last night. He sucks. He's just a media creation and a fantasy football white man's and white woman's orgasm. That's what he is, and he's not playing. Don Philly. Yeah, but a lot of people didn't expect us to be where we are. I didn't expect where you. Don't you know who expected it to be? Give this brother a lot of credit, and we all know him. Firemen expected them to be like this. And when I saw their schedule last Friday, I said, there is no way in hell the Eagles are going to blow this. Dallas is going to win the division. But, bro, for the 6th and 7th wild card spots in the NFC, very, very attainable for anybody. The Niners are back in it now. They're at 500. The Eagles are back in it. They're 4 and 4. I think they're 5-6. I believe the Eagles. Yeah, they are 5-6. You know why? Because they got the same bye as New England, Miami, and the Packers. That's week 14. So the Eagles, they are coming together at the right time. And I said this before, I'll say it again. I know Miss Cajun does not. And shout out to Miss Cajun, did a hell of a show today with that young guy from the Roger Report, Joe, calling her Uncle Miss Cajun. I mean, sorry about that, honey. Auntie Miss Cajun. It was so cute hearing him talk to Miss Cajun. showing Miss Cajun the respect she deserves. Shout out to the beautiful Miss Cajun. She's not happy about Nick Sirianni. Miss Cajun's not happy about Nick Sirianni as the head coach. She doesn't like Nick. But Philadelphia, I keep telling you people this, is they're 5-6. They'll be 8-6 after they sweep the New York teams. And then you got the Redskins. You play the Redskins 2 of the next 3 weeks after the bye. And that's not going to be with the Giants in between. So your best bet, if I'm a Philadelphia fan, is after the bye, you'll be 8-6. You'll be 8-6 after the bye. Split with the Redskins, sweep the Giants, beat the Giants again. And you'll be 10. You'll be 10-5 going into the Dallas. 10. You'll be let's see, sweep, beat the Giants again, beat the Giants again, split with the Redskins. That gives you 10 wins right there. Wow. With Dallas last. Interesting. They're going to sweep the New York teams, folks. I hate to tell people this. They are. They're going to sweep the New York teams. For you New York fans. Let me read Tier Battle. I love you guys so much, man. And guys, Thursday, coming early before you guys have to eat. If you're traveling on the road, just hit me up because I'm going to thank every single one of you for my 500th show and get me way over 500 subscribes, halfway to 600 subscribes now. And I have nobody else to thank but my brothers and sisters in the manosphere. I love you all. What's up, Mike? Mike Metroke in the building. That's right, Mike. Likes are free. Gonna do some unusual things this weekend, including hit that like and subscribe button, people in the sky, if you haven't already. I'm gonna do some interesting things this weekend. I'll let you know what it is. You know, football Sunday. You know, Friday is the NBA. Tomorrow night we got a great doubleheader in the NBA. I will do Warriors and Sixers. That's the late game from Golden State. Buccaneers now look like the Bucks, and KC look like the Chiefs. Nah, don't buy the Chiefs. Trust me when I tell you. You can buy Tampa if you want to. It's going to be tough for Tampa to repeat, guys. As Dallas has arrived, the Niners are coming back strong. Arizona's 9-2. They won 2 of their last 3 without Kyler Murray. Murray will be ready for the showdown with the Rams in 2 weeks. Okay. You'll have me on Monday Night Football in 2 weeks. The big one, Patriots at Buffalo. And then the week after, the Rams in Arizona in that rematch. But Sunday, to me, is the biggest game in the AFC. It's the biggest game. And it will be Tennessee in Orchard Park, in Foxborough against the resurgent Patriots. Let me read this. Detroit Lions and Turkey. Okay. You want to be bored by those losers. Jalen Hurts really impressed me. Yeah, he's coming on strong, folks. Even Nick Sirianni said that. I will play Nick Sirianni later on for you Philadelphia Eagle fans. It's going to have a very weird impact. That's why I love you, Tier Battle. I love all you guys. You guys bring it to the table. 5-6. Don Philly also says Nick is still learning. Yeah, he is. But you know what I think is scary about Nick Sirianni? And I think you Eagle fans are going to look at me like I'm crazy. I know if Miss Cajun was in here, she would definitely look at me like I'm crazy. He's getting a Sirianni, as our boy Fireman is here. He's the only one who believed in the Eagles. So shout out to you, Fireman. Mike, we'll talk some Damian Lillard later on tonight. because that's the late game tonight. Denver and Portland is the late game. Portland is steamrolling now. And the fascinating thing about the Trailblazers is they're playing defense. And Damian Lillard's having the worst year of his career. He's having a horrible year, but Portland's playing well, folks. And I'm shocked myself. I still don't think they're going to not go anywhere. But like a woman told me, believe it or not, a woman told me this yesterday at the doctor's. When are they gonna trade Lillard? I said, I don't know, honey. Can't speak on it. Don't know. Mahomes learned to exist without doing the boring stuff. That's true. Question. Yes, Terry Battle. Trying too much fly shit killed Mahomes. You right. He's learning. New England winning, y'all. Go Eagles. Okay. Eagles playoff push. Yeah, you ain't lying, fireman. Remember we did that Friday night? And even you couldn't believe why I read the rest of the schedule? Ridiculous. Let me look at the standings, make sure. All right. I'll be back with that. I'm right here, guys. I ain't going anywhere. Let's go look at the standings. Here we go. I don't have to go there. What the hell I'm doing? My dumb ass. Here we go. All right, here we are. Give me the well, it does. My computer working a lot better tonight. The other night was slowing down. May have to get an upgrade. Here we go. Standings. All right, Philly's 5-6 now. I guess they got the 3 New York games. They got 2 with the Redskins and 1 with Dallas. Okay. Let me read the rest of their schedule. All right. This is Philadelphia, who they got left. They got the Jets, the Giants. They should win that. Then Washington at home. That's a big one for Philadelphia. That's week 15. Then the Giants at home. That's week 16. Then the Redskins in Washington. That's week 17. And then Dallas at home. So that's how they end out. Jets, Giants, Redskins at home. That's the big one right there. You beat the Redskins, beat the Giants again. You'll be 9-6 with Dallas and Redskins left. There you go. Terry Battle's laughing, joking about the Lions. We always get the thing. Yeah, sorry ass Lions. Why do you want to bore us people? Peace chat, James Brown with wishing everybody peace. Fireman with the peace signs. Appreciate that. So I'll play Nick Sirianni later on. How happy he is about having Jalen Hurts grew up in front of everybody's eyes. Can you Eagle fans in the chat room put a 1 that the city of Philadelphia likes Jalen Hurts, or put a 2 they want somebody else like Deshaun Watson next year. Put a 1 they love Watson. I mean they love Hurts, or they like Hurts, or put a 2 they want somebody else. Eagles keep running the ball. Yeah, you run the ball, Fireman. You run the ball because If your offensive line is good enough to block, control it on the ground because then you set up play action. That's why you do that. Philly needs one more solid receiver alongside Smith. I would agree with that. Manzano's in the building. And you guys want to come up, you can come up. Yeah, for right now. They'll address that. Hey, you got 3 number ones, bro. And if you guys are, let me put it this way. You make the playoffs with Hurts and you win a playoff game. You cannot you gotta keep the kid for another year at least. Maybe 2. I'll tell you one thing, his first contract being a second round pick will not be cheap. So but give them a lot of credit, Philadelphia, for bouncing back. Fireman had all the faith in the world in him. And Fireman's gonna be rewarded. They beat the Redskins, folks. The first time they play in Philly, they'll be 10. They'll be 10. They'll end up 10-6. Going into 9-6, going into the Redskin rematch. Here, Battle says he's earned the spot. He earned the shot. Fireman, I like him. Just need consistency. Speaking of that, Philadelphia fans. What's up, Auntie? Speaking of that, Philadelphia fans. What you think of your boy Carson Wentz now, healthy with the best offensive line in football? Where I tell you, the game that he won his teammates over in Indianapolis was the win against the Niners in the rain on Sunday Night Football. I did that game up here, and I said the difference between him and Jimmy G. Jimmy G's played a lot better since that game. Believe it or not, Jimmy G's played a lot better since that game. Let me read what Manzano says. All right. Let me read Manzano. Ace, what are your opinions on the whole Carlos Correa and Derek Jeter thing mesh? Did you agree with Carlos? No. Said that to you the other night. I said the reason why Jeter, Barry Larkin, and another sport, Deshaun Watson, they get respect because they get automatic respect in the locker room by the way they carry themselves as leaders of men. Now, Correa, from what I've seen, he's a pretty good leader of men. Well, it's really Altuve. Happy for once he's having fun out there. Sure is. 49ers, yeah, they're coming on. Inspired by beaches earlier. All right. My first guest, Auntie's in the building. Got anything to say about
What's up?
this football? This
Salute,
playoff?
mates. No, no. What I was talking. Well, salute to you. I wanted to come up the other night on Sunday and talk about LeBron getting ejected, and I saw you put it in the title of the stream. But I don't want to derail you from football.
No,
I
I'm
know
gonna
I
get
got
to LeBron. Whenever I put something in the title, I'm gonna talk about it.
yeah,
So I'm gonna get
yeah.
to it. You know,
I
but
definitely wanted to
I
talk
haven't
to you
been on
about
a
it.
few days, and that's why I'm recapping everything. I'll give out my game balls a little later from this week's football. But since you asked for it, I'll do it. I know my audience will stay because it's LeBron James we're talking about.
Oh,
I
Mace,
found
before you go on to LeBron, I want your opinion. What are your opinions on the Marlins re-signing Sandy Alcantara to that extension?
what's up, Coffee? That's a good move. It's only $11 million a year. That's a great move. I've been good, buddy. How you been? All right, let me get to LeBron. I saw this finally today, and the kid who he hit by accident. But then again, with LeBron, you don't know. But anyway, the kid who got hit and busted his forehead, he really overreacted, which tells me one thing. I don't think he likes LeBron personally. No one cares about the kid. Like Stephen A. Smith, nobody knows him. except for Jay Williams, and probably our good boys. Shout out to James Keels. He comes from James Keels' hometown, so Keels probably knows him.
That kid was an all rookie selection last year, man.
Well, Detroit was that bad. That's why I don't know him.
But I mean, that was a solid rookie class, and I think he was either first or second all rookie team. I think he was first all rookie team.
Yeah,
But would you
yeah,
admit,
and this
Auntie,
is
the
what
kid overreacted?
I damn. I don't think LeBron hit him by accident.
That's when. Oh, you don't?
I think LeBron busted him open by accident, but I don't think he hit him by accident. I think he intended to swipe like that. The kid put a lot of strength on LeBron. He put a lot of strength, and LeBron was frustrated on the box out.
Okay. I was about to say.
Which happens. I mean, it happens, bro. I played a lot of basketball, in my life, and sometimes you just get a little frustrated and you swipe at somebody, you push somebody, you bump somebody. This shit happens. LeBron's not above it.
Oh, you ain't lying about that. I think from looking at the incident, LeBron.
Because the way I saw he hit him with an elbow and a fist.
Yeah, you could say LeBron tried to play bully ball. Because, like I said, I mean, Auntie, you're into the NBA, bro. The way I used to be.
And you know what it is? I think being that you guys are probably an older fan of the older style ball, I think this generation of kids coming in, the AAU kids are softer. And I don't think the kid liked the fact that LeBron elbowed him on purpose. That's why he reacted the way he did, because they're not that physical in AAU. Honestly.
Well,
AAU ball is not.
According to Fireman right here, they got a whole bunch of tapes on being a troublemaker.
That kid I think that kid was like a boxer or something like that in his teen years. Like he was like an amateur boxer or some shit like that. That's what I heard.
No, that's why. But in general, you see how some of these kids react when they get fouled hard by the veterans. They overreact, and I think it's because of AAU ball. AAU ball doesn't teach these kids how to handle that type of like harsh contact and stuff like that. Because AAU ball, in that sense, is they treat the superstar kids that they know that are going to be either drafted in the first round, which was in the early 2000s, or being one and dones in college with kid gloves and stuff like that. Do you agree?
Yeah,
Auntie?
yeah. They don't. I agree with that. But to Mace's point, yeah, I think the dude's reaction, I think it was a little capped though. I can see why he was pissed.
Nah, that kid was furious, man. That kid was angry, bro.
But honestly, I don't think the dude was as furious as he tries to let on. I think he was pissed. But I mean, if you were really that furious, why not just go right at LeBron, like right at him?
Because Laker players got in his way.
It's like, you know how it is. I think a few people touched on it. It's like now all of a sudden you like hold me back, hold me back. When it was nothing between you and LeBron, you didn't go at him. But now all of a sudden, when there's a bunch of people between you and LeBron, now all of a sudden you want to go at him. You know?
Yeah, and I disagree with Fireman when he said it was clout chasing, because it's LeBron. Like, the Pistons, Isaiah Stewart was just doing.
Yeah, not when you bust it open.
Huh? Do you guys agree with that it was clout chasing, or do you think it's going a little bit too far saying this kid was?
Let me get back to this. Fireman, say what you just said. He boosted Mace. I don't know what that means, bro, but I appreciate it.
So Mace, do you agree with Fireman? He said in essence, the Pistons were clout chasing, but specifically this kid, which I disagree with.
I disagree with too.
Yeah. LeBron just complains. He should. LeBron is the last person to get mad when a kid complains like that because he complained. Did you see how he reacted when he was getting a foul, Mace? That he didn't go back on defense. What game
Yeah,
was
he
that?
tried to apologize to the kid, but the kid went berserk. And I don't think this kid, this is my opinion, I think he wanted to kill him. I think the media and stuff, they're giving LeBron too much credit. This kid wanted to kill him.
What for you, Mace? What was the player that you can remember that where in what football rivalry, like in terms of one-on-one player matchups in football that you can remember was like that, where you always assumed there was going to be a fist fight between the two players?
Oh, that's easy. Ryzen versus Michael Irvin. I mean, excuse me, Dion versus Michael Irvin.
Oh yeah, because they played against each other in college at UM and Florida State.
No, more that Jerry Rice against Dion. Because to this day, Jerry Rice still hates Deion Sanders.
Dion doesn't get along with anybody. It seems.
You gotta be part of his clique. Well, not really. Deion gets along with most people, but Jerry Rice never liked him. To this day, Rice still hates him.
This is the rivalry in baseball that I can remember that you were like when it came to one-on-one player, Roger Clemens versus David Ortiz.
I don't remember that. I remember it was Roger Clemens and Mike Piazza.
Yeah, Piazza versus Clemens. Because you didn't know when there was going to be a fist fight between those two. Like,
I agree with Auntie Fireman. I think LeBron was trying to play bully ball, but I think what ended up happening was LeBron tried to look slick and say, "I'm sorry, kid," but the kid wasn't going for it. That kid, if you saw the way that kid
I
had
don't
to be
think
led
because
back to
LeBron
the
did.
Say that again, Auntie.
he's
Yeah,
going.
Auntie, you gotta fix the mic. You're bogging.
Yeah, I'm in a dead spot.
Yeah.
LeBron didn't say I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, and LeBron.
But I do think that's what the Lakers needed. That is, they need a little fucking in their system, you know.
Yeah, and to me, yeah, and
yeah, go ahead, Manzo.
Auntie, do you agree with me and Mace that the two teams that are coming out in the finals are going to be the Golden State Warriors and the Heat?
He's having mic problems. Back to the football. While Auntie fixes equipment. It felt pretty surreal about the fighting idol type. I don't think that kid looks at LeBron as an idol. Did he get into it with Blake Griffin, Fireman? Cloud chasing with LeBron, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I don't see the cloud chasing with LeBron. I disagree with Fireman.
Her battle mouths at the palace announcers on deck. That kid was very emotional. Yes, he was. That's why I don't think he was trying to stage it. That's just the LeBron apologist saying that bullshit. That kid was mad. Zano's on point.
Yeah, and it's a generational thing. Like, Mace, for me, the way these kids are reacting, like being emotional like this, it's a generational thing. Like, you never saw like basketball players from the 70s and 80s react like they were emotional, but they weren't like to the point where you saw the kid almost kill, like he was about to kill LeBron. Or am I looking at it the wrong way? It was even worse in the 80s and 90s.
It was worse in the 80s. Before I continue, Auntie just said best thing happened to the Lakers, but the Lakers are getting blown out tonight by the Knicks. As the Knicks are wearing their new uniforms.
Hey Mace, are we gonna get that old school City Connect jersey for the Knicks?
Nah, I don't like wearing any New York stuff unless it's the baseball.
Oh, speaking of baseball, did you see that Syndergaard signed with the Angels?
Yeah, last week.
Did you like that or
It's okay. How bad is the Cowboys hurt? No, the Cowboys gonna win the division. What I think may hurt Dallas is this is the tough part of their schedule. And also, to the battle, I think the farther Dallas doesn't get home field, I think it's gonna hurt them.
so you think Dallas has the mentality that they need to have home field? If they don't, they won't be able to make it.
It's gonna be tough for them because the NFC is tough.
Mm-hmm.
Not easy. Give Arizona credit, folks. They lost Kyler Murray for the last 3 weeks. They're the number 1 seed. They'll be ready when they're gonna have their bye this week. They'll be ready 2 weeks when they play the Rams on Thursday Night Football.
Oh, hey, by the way, Mace, I was just watching. I'm watching NBA Network, and I forgot the guy's name, but he's an old school Buck player. I think Bob. I forgot what.
Bob Dandridge?
Someone passed away. Old school basketball player recently passed away.
I'm gonna find out who it was. Yeah, he was getting rowdy when his teammates was around him.
I think it was
Terry
Bob.
Battle, you too young to remember World B3. Terry Battle, put in the chat room, how old are you?
The guy's name is Bob Sojek. Sojek.
Fireman says 3. Terry Battle says mentally that was one of the gut check for Jerry. Folks, I'm not going to bore you with the all baseball team that was named tonight, but I'll get to that a little later. Let me see. I watch film. You're the man, Terry Battle. I'm in my 30s, fam. Okay. I treat you like Terry Battle. I treat you like you in your 40s. That's a compliment. Getting back to this, Sirianni. I will play him tonight. He is being hailed in Philadelphia as we speak as the new boy genius. And Eagle fans are eating it up. The Eagles are going to get a wild card spot, folks. I think maybe the last 2 spots will go to the Eagles and the Vikings. It depends. Knicks up by 17 on the Lakers. Early second period. Knicks came out firing tonight against LA. I appreciate you, Terry Battle. My boy, you know that. We know we rock together. Manzano's doing something.
Mace.
I'm right here.
Yeah, I'm searching. I'm not sure if you. This is a Hall of Famer, NFL Hall of Famer. I'm not sure who you know this. Who this is? Floyd Little.
Of course, yeah, the former Bronco.
Paul Westphal.
Yeah, he died earlier this year.
Don Sutton, of course, we know who that is.
Yeah, the great Don Sutton.
Ted Thompson.
Yes, Green Bay.
Oh, I didn't know this. Sekou Smith passed away recently.
You know how long that was since Sekou Smith died? It was over a year ago.
No, he died this year.
Well, it was probably back in the winter, if I'm correct.
No, it said Don Chaney died recently too. Pedro Gomez, we already knew. Grant Jackson.
The former pitcher.
Tony Tarbett. Charlie Kruger,
Why are you reading these guys' deaths at Thanksgiving, man?
Leon Spinks.
Detroit up by 7 on Miami, by the way.
No, I'm trying to remember. Holy crap! Wow, I didn't know that.
Nuggets Blazers is the late game. I'll have that game on Heat. And that's the NBA tonight. You see, speaking on Coach Nick, how does the Robert Saleh hire for the Jets look now? It looks horrible. And there's rumors Woody may get rid of him in a couple.
That was quick. They just hired the guy. Wow.
Well, Jimmy Haslam, by the way, I wish Mr. Miami was here for this. Jimmy Haslam's had enough of
He fired
Baker Mayfield.
Wait, did he fire? Is he gonna cut stuff? Is he gonna? What is it called? Is he going to cut Baker and fire Stefanski after this season?
I'm pretty sure he will.
Mace, are you surprised Stefanski has lasted this long?
I thought he would last a while, but like me and Calvin always say, he's gonna fire somebody after year 2. Ain't gonna be the GM of the baseball, man.
Yeah, he's not gonna fire DePodesta.
No.
This Tyler Hero kid is doing well this season. You agree, Mace?
Yeah, like I always say, it takes 3 years for any professional athlete. If they're doing it after their third or fourth year, you got a player. If not, forget it.
You saw this guy play, Mace. How good was Muggsy?
Great player. You must have been watching his story the other night.
Yeah, they're talking about it right now. They're talking about him on NBA Network right now. Muggsy. Are him and Spud the same height, or was Spud a little bit taller than him?
Spud's an inch taller. No, Spud's 3 inches tall.
Okay. Dallas Mavericks versus LA Clippers.
Tonight you got Blazers and Nuggets as the late game. Philadelphia's had a horrible West Coast road trip.
So
Kevin Durant saying "fuck the Brooklyn crowd." I mean, Kevin Durant, bro. I'll wait to.
So see, I've heard Muggsy was only known as a fast guy. Like he was
a hell of a player. If he would have been he was on a winning team, but Charlotte never got past the second round. If he was on a better team, he'd be a Hall of Famer right now. That's how good his career was. All right, Kevin Durant being clowned on because fans and media is saying he needs lotion on his legs. They're ashy. That's a black person's thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Told the fans, F you, Brooklyn fans.
Mace, you saw him play when he was younger. How good was Dan Marley?
He was awesome when he was with the Suns.
Was he one of the best three-point shooters of his era?
He was one of the best all-around players. Let me tell you something. The reason why they called him Thunder Dan Marley used to do facials on players.
He was a dunker?
Hells yeah.
I keep on hearing that he wasn't a super athlete.
He sure was. Under damn, bro. Let me read.
No.
Can't blame Salah yet, really. Okay. I got you, Auntie. Speaking of Coach Nick, yeah, okay, I answered that. Yeah, already they're looking to get rid of Salah, yeah, with the Jets. Go ahead, Auntie. I was just telling Manzano that in Dan Marley's younger days when he had Hornacek and KJ, he used to dunk a lot.
Yeah. Dan Marley was a hell of a basketball player, bro. I don't want to compare him to Ray Allen because Ray Allen was a hell of a lot better than him
I would agree.
when he came in. But the way that the game kind of be over time, their games evolved where they just kind of camped out outside the 3-point line and ran off screens and shit. That was kind of what Dan Marley did later on.
Actually, I have a young player that I can compare to Thunder Dick. In a smaller body, Tyler Hero.
No way. Reminds me of Reggie Miller.
Dan Marley was still a pure natural athlete, man.
Sure was. Dan Marley.
You had to play on both ends of the floor then. Like they didn't have a term called two-way player back then. So you could either defend or you weren't in the league.
Marley versus Mullen. I'm gonna let you answer that first, Auntie.
Marley versus Mullen.
Yeah, Chris Mullen. Yeah.
Not even close. Mullen. Not even close.
That's the New Yorker in you.
Not even close. Yeah.
So Mason.
I'm gonna give Marley the hops, but I'm definitely giving Chris Mullen the rest of the all-around game. Mullen was no joke. Let me ask you this, Auntie.
Mullen could defend, and I mean he was a knockdown shooter. Knockdown.
Let me ask this question then, Auntie.
I want to ask you both. Do you think the reason why people do you think it's a black players' racism against white players that's why they said he was a super athlete? Like these black players hated him so much?
Hated who?
Dan Marley.
No, they didn't hate Dan Marley.
Bro, we didn't hate Dan. And trust me, man, I was a Knicks fan, man. That motherfucker played for the Heat.
I talked about the NBA players specifically.
No, they were good. They were better back in those days. I think the change was the Iverson era, as I like to call it. That's when black players started calling out white guys. I think it started with Sean Kemp and McLevain. Remember that incident, Auntie?
Yeah.
And they gave more money than Sean Kemp, and Sean Kemp never recovered psychologically from that.
Yeah. McElvain, yeah. But that's the way it was back then. The best player was rarely wasn't the highest paid player. Never was. Until Jordan was signing those 1-year deals.
Yeah.
No.
So let me ask this question. I will assume you in your 30s.
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember the controversy when the Knicks took Ewing?
What do you mean about the frozen the frozen envelope?
No. Knicks fans wanted them to take Chris Mullen.
Yeah, because Mullen went to St. John's and all. I mean,
you also know why else.
I mean, it's a Madison Square, which is crazy. I mean,
yes, exactly. Until tonight, I didn't see Melo standing ovation, but they say he got a 2-minute standing ovation by the Knicks fans. The only visiting player I've ever seen get a standing ovation at Madison Square Garden, and he came back as a pacer, was Chris Mullen. As a pacer.
Reggie Miller got a standing ovation. This is after retirement. Retirement.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Never in a uniform, no. Yeah, and that's because Spike Lee shared his courtside tickets with him, and he sat next to Spike Lee for the whole game.
Yeah, because I know how much they hated him back in between 93 and 98.
Yeah. But now 2 minutes is it's pretty. I mean, I'm a Knicks fan. I don't agree with it. I don't really see what he did for the Knicks.
Let me ask you this, since I got you. Do you think the Knicks fans and Jimmy Dolan is unfair to Patrick Ewing, how much they don't forgive him for never delivering against Elijah Wan?
No, I think it's oh Lord, that's a tough one. I don't. Damn. I mean, I guess you gotta kind of blame him, but he was Hakeem Olajuwon.
Don't tell Knicks
Because
fans
I mean,
back then.
I can't blame Pat Riley because I mean, all a coach can do is really just coach you there. I mean, you get to Game 7 in the finals. Now it's up to you know how Game 7s work. It's all about who wants it more. So the coach can't coach your effort. So can't blame Pat Riley for it. I'm not gonna blame John Starks because he wasn't the star. So who do you
You
blame?
don't blame John Starks for Game 7, 2 for 19.
He choked, but what do you expect from him? I mean, what do you really expect from him?
Do you think his career ever was the same since Reggie Miller destroyed him in that series in '94? Because one guy became a megastar in the Hall of Fame, and the other guy, other than Knicks fans,
well,
is
Reggie was
forgotten.
going to go in, and Reggie was a better basketball player than John Starks.
But you know how the media was back then with John Starks, and he did that dunk on Jordan.
Jordan was really just in the shot. He never dunked on Jordan. Jordan just happened to be like in the, in the shot. I mean, John Starks was he was like the 90s version of J.R. Smith minus the drugs. That's just the way I see it. He was just pretty much just a hype guy. Remember, man, that shooting guard position was really, really tough in the East back then. And that's what I said. If it wasn't Reggie that did it to him, it would have been Jordan that did it to him. He wasn't one of those top caliber two guards. He just wasn't.
Interesting. Tony, you still there? Manzano.
And Turbattle is absolutely right. Just hot and cold. Like he was a streaky guy. When he got hot, he was hot. But when he was cold, man, he stunk it up. He stunk it up, man.
I was never a fan of his.
I mean, as a Knicks fan, man, I got love for him, man. It was fun to watch when he got hot. Sparks with Starks. That's what they used to say. But it's like, man, whatever. You still can't guard. I mean, nobody can guard Jordan, but it's like you're not shit. And then I remember when, just like I know what you're talking about in '94. You're talking about the game when Reggie scored the 16 or he scored the 8 in 16 seconds.
No, that was '95. '94 is when he destroyed Starks when he had the little feud with Reggie Miller.
Oh yeah, and I think Reggie had like 27 or something like that in the second half.
He couldn't miss.
Yeah, but the thing is, the one in '95 when Reggie scored the 8 points in 16 seconds, Starks missed 2 free throws.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. He missed 2 free throws because the Knicks were up. The Knicks were up 6 points.
Well, they destroying the Lakers.
Fans had left the building. There were fans that had left the building. They were up by 6 points with 16 seconds. And Reggie fires one. He fires one. I think it was Charlie Ward that inbounds.
Yes.
Tries to inbound to Greg Anthony. Reggie pushes Greg Anthony to the ground, catches the inbounds pass intended for him, runs back behind the 3-point line, hits another one, ties the game. And then they foul Starks immediately, and Starks misses both of them.
One of the all-time great players. I agree with Charles Barkley.
Yeah. He misses both. It was something like that, but Starks missed 2 free throws, bro. 2 crucial.
I love Reggie Miller. I love him. It's a personal thing with me and Reggie Miller. That is one player that should have won a ring.
I mean, you got to keep in mind when he played, when he played, when and where he played. There was that was the Central Division back then. Tough division, of course, because you know who's there, and it's the Jordan era. I mean, you're in your prime. You're in your prime when this guy's in his prime, so you're not gonna win. And to get the accolades that he got playing that position in that era,
let me ask you this. Feat. Let me ask you this: did you think it was unfair the way Hakeem Olajuwon got an asterisk because Jordan wasn't there?
Nah, yeah, that's unfair. That's unfair because Hakeem Olajuwon, at least for 1994, he was the best player in the NBA.
from 92 to 96. You can argue that.
I don't.
He had a great run in 92, 93. He should have been the MVP of the league. They gave it to Barkley.
I would agree with that. He probably should have been the MVP, but Houston really wasn't. I mean, what were they? What were they, like a 6 seed or something in '93?
No. They played Seattle 2-3 that year.
Okay, so they
93.
were.
Yeah, Seattle beat them in 7. One of the great series I've ever saw.
You sure about that? 93?
Oh yeah, that's Seattle, Houston, 1993. Oh,
I'm not gonna argue with you because I didn't. I was young.
Every time NBA TV shows that Game 7, I stop what I'm doing. I watch.
I was 10 years old, and I watched basketball, but I couldn't watch the West Coast because it was past my bedtime. When they played, because they played late. You know?
Isn't it a shame? Back in our day, there were bedtimes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, come playoff time, you know.
I missed a lot of Kareem when I was a kid. Punishments.
But no, I mean, I remember that Western Conference Final with Seattle and Phoenix.
Yeah, that was afterwards. Yeah, that went 7 also.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
6 or 7, something like that. Yeah.
Man,
but as far as Thunder Dan was a hell of a player.
Sure was.
With the Suns. He was damn good. I mean,
Suns.
that was a big 3. That was a big 3 they had in Phoenix with Charles Barkley, Dan Marley, and Kevin Johnson.
You know who was the best player of that group, though?
Probably Kevin Johnson.
Not even, because he was too busy getting hamstrings. But drugs fucked this guy up. Dumas.
Oh, Richard Dumas?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was a hell of a player. They had Cedric Ceballos on that team too, and Jeff Hornacek was there.
Always
who was another knockdown shooter. Or was Jeff Hornacek on that team?
No,
Jeff Hornacek. My bad. Yeah, he wasn't on that team. But then Hornacek ended up finding his way to Utah.
By the way, John Morant, I guess it was last night, celebrated a little bit too hard. You know, he has the beef with our good friend. Who's the center for the Jazz again?
Oh, Rudy Gobert?
Right, he had the beef. He has a big beef with Rudy Gobert. And they came back to win in Utah last night. And I think that young team partied a little bit too hard after the game.
Who knows? I want to go to what Terror Battle just said. Yeah, look, he did go, but with all due respect, he had Ralph Sampson with him too.
You ain't lying about that.
Okay, like those were the first. That was the first set of Twin Towers. Before David Robinson and Tim Duncan, Ralph Sampson and Hakeem Olajuwon were the original Twin Towers, and they were no joke.
I'll tell you one thing. I know they don't get the respect they deserve. Me and you argued about it. I think with me and you. You don't like San Antonio too much, do you?
Oh, I love San Antonio.
And it was me and Sir O who got into it about San Antonio.
I think he was a Spurs fan too. He's a Spurs. I'm not a Spurs fan, but I mean, you have to like the way they play basketball. The way they.
I never liked San Antonio. I'm gonna surprise you a little bit. I never liked San Antonio until they got Jerry Tarkanian, because I was a running Rebel fan. And then I stayed with San Antonio because they got Rodman. I'm a huge Dennis Rodman fan. And when I think of San Antonio, I'm beginning to wonder, and Auntie, you're a Spurs fan, so I'm
not a Spurs fan, but I do like their brand of basketball. Yeah, okay. Definitely.
Don't you think it's a little fishy that Popovich left those guys off the court in Game 6 in Miami?
Tim Duncan?
Yeah, and Tony Parker.
Yeah, it was weird. I couldn't understand why he would have Tim Duncan off of the court.
And the reason why I came up with was the obvious. They didn't want Duncan to be with Jordan 6-0. Because then guys like me were really getting to Jordan because I hate Jordan.
But think about it though, like it can't, like, because I watched it and I don't see how that shit can be, like, you can't even fix that. I've never seen a team come that close to winning a championship. Like, even if you pull Tim Duncan out, there's no guarantee But I
to
mean,
better
it's never a
offense.
guarantee. Like Ray Allen still has to hit that shot. Like they still have to come up with the rebound. Ray Allen still has to hit that shot.
You know,
Like, and
it
not only that,
bothers,
Kawhi and Ginobili still got to miss them crucial free throws too.
it still
It's like,
bothers me to this moment how a coach like Greg Popovich could be so effing dumb to leave those two off the court. If they would have won that game, the series is over. They win the series. They win their 5th title. They will beat Miami again in 2014.
yeah, Miami was done. Had they have lost right there, I think they would have blown it up a year early. They would have blown it up a year early.
The biggest underachieving team in history of pro sports.
I wouldn't say that. You talking about the Heat?
Oh yeah, they didn't. They said 7 titles. Remember LeBron?
I mean, they're just talking that though, man. I mean, he's there for 4 years. You win 2 of them, and you go back to back. Count how many teams actually went back to back in history.
Lying to your battle.
I mean, it's still a feat. And trust me, I was here. I saw a lot. I mean, it's still a feat. And then they went to the finals all 4 years. So I'm not gonna say that they underachieved.
Well, I tell you, the team who could have beaten them was that Indiana team with Paul George.
I think the Knicks team, had they had Amari Stoudemire healthy, could have won.
Knicks team should have been left alone. Again,
Look,
this is
I
Jimmy
went.
Dolan.
I went to all of those games. Yeah. I went to all those games in Miami. Knicks versus Heat. The Knicks won every time. Let me ask
you something. I'm glad you said that. How different is the dynamic when Knicks fans invade that Miami AAA?
No, it's a home game for the Knicks.
Wow,
it's a home game for the Knicks. They have to pump the noise out of the speakers. All that "Let's Go Heat" shit. That shit comes out of the speakers. It's not real.
I was in China White's room earlier. She was frying.
Yeah, she was cooking.
Shout out to the beautiful one.
Yeah, she was cooking. But the thing, what was I gonna say?
He was talking about the
okay, yeah, no. As far as like Popovich being stupid,
oh, God.
Yeah, but that's what made it so sweet when they mopped the floor with Miami the next year, because
you know what made it sweet
the entire team just redeemed themselves. Every single player, including the coaching staff, redeemed themselves because they almost beat the Heat and didn't even play their brand of basketball.
Again, it would have been very sweet for me if they would have won that game 6, and then he would have tied Jordan, and that would have gave me so much ammo against Jordan.
Well, keep in mind, he still would have had to come back and win the next one too.
You don't think San Antonio will win the next one? They will win 5.
Them losing that fueled the fire. Them losing that fueled the fire. Like you never heard Tim Duncan talk trash.
The way he talked, yes, he did.
The way he talked trash the next year when they're like, "You want the Heat?" He was like, "Hell yeah, we want him." I'm like, I've never heard him say that.
Let me get back to this
or anything like it. Yeah.
Let me get back to this for a quick second. You telling me knowing that they can tie the Bulls at 6-0, and then if they do that, they have a chance of supremacy of going 7-0. You telling me they wouldn't have done that?
No, they wouldn't have. Remember, the Spurs never won any rings back to back. They never went back to back.
I'll tell you right now, if they would win in 2013, they damn sure would have won 2014 and maybe even 2015.
I don't think so.
Oh man,
I don't think so, because keep in mind, and I know you remember this series, they almost lost to the Warriors. The Spurs did.
Yeah.
On their way to that march, they almost lost to the Warriors, and that was actually the series, I believe, that got Mark Jackson fired.
Well, I heard deeper things why Mark Jackson's blackball.
Yeah, they said more about it. They said things about the religion and stuff like that he was bringing in the locker room.
The anti-alphabet people stuff. Warrior front office is alphabet people.
From a basketball head like myself. Yeah, for a basketball head like myself. Yeah. I knew he was going to get fired after that series versus the Spurs. I believe they were up. No, I didn't think he'd be blackballed, but I mean, from an X's and O standpoint, he blew it. He blew it. It wasn't. I couldn't even put that on the team. They were supposed to beat the Spurs.
So when
I can't say that
David,
they would have won a championship, but his rotations were horrible. And they had the chance to go without the home court advantage. They had the chance to go up 2-0, I believe,
yeah,
and then go back to Oakland
I
up
remember
2
that.
zip.
Yeah, I remember
And
that series
the
now. I remember
game
it.
ended up going into overtime.
I remember
And,
it because
and Steph
that was
ran
the
out of
game
legs.
when they won game 1. Curry and all of them were hugging each other underneath the basket, and you would have figured they won the damn series. Yeah, Danny Granger, Roy Hibbert, Psycho
Because
T,
well,
Hansborough, George Hill. Yeah,
they should have won that series. Like I said, Mark Jackson's rotations were horrible. In his defense, he didn't have Sean Livingston like Steve Kerr did. I thought that was
Steve Kerr
that
had a
was what
complete bench.
yeah, Sean Livingston was really what got them over the hump, and he doesn't get the credit that,
I
he
totally agree.
deserves for getting them over the
Him
hump.
and
That was
Iguodala, yeah.
and well, I think at that point they did have Iguodala, but or did they? They may not have had
They had
Iguodala.
Iguodala the next year.
Yeah. So, but Sean Livingston just being able to take a lot of stress off of Steph Curry with at the point guard position coming off the bench was like perfect. And if Mark Jackson would have had him, maybe things are different. But because of that, his rotations were horrible. So in an overtime game versus the Spurs, when Manu Ginobili goes off, Steph Curry ran out of gas. He ran out of legs.
Shout out to the beautiful Miss Toya in the building.
So, but I knew it as soon as when they signed Sean Livingston, I was like, that's it. This team is going to win the championship.
My brother, Cool Gent 87 in the building. And my other boy, who's been a big supporter of this platform, Antonio Labs in the building. And I'm going to say it again for everybody who just came in just now. I'll be on the air Thursday morning, Thanksgiving morning at 7:15 in the morning. And I'm going to get a pulse how things are moving. If I see people want to talk sports early, I'll do the sports. I don't think Platinum is going to be on Thursday morning. I think he's traveling. He'll be on tomorrow, he said. If no one's doing that stuff, I'll do it for all of you. And I'll take you to 12:30 kickoff for Lions and Bears. I'm going to go eat dinner because I make dinner early for me and my mother. I'm going to see how the climate is up here. I'll be on 7:15 in the morning, both Thanksgiving and Christmas Day. So, getting back to he's asking some good questions about Mark Jackson. I think he'll do well in Sacramento. What do you think, Andy?
No.
Okay.
No. It's Sacramento, so their expectations are nothing
Very low.
anyway, but
Very low.
so
Are you surprised that franchise hasn't closed its doors because of how bad the franchise is?
Thank you, Toya.
I'll tell. I don't think it has to do with how bad the franchise is. It's where the franchise is. Like it's Sacramento. If you know how things have gone over the last few years, Steve Ballmer tried to buy that team. He tried to buy that team, and he was going to move the team to Seattle.
Are you guys surprised tonight how the Knicks are rolling the Lakers again? This Lakers team just don't got it. Keep telling people that.
The retirement home?
Yes, the retirement home. Yes.
I wouldn't say that. I think they're going to be a playoff nightmare for whoever they bump into.
I think these teams in the West
and
are that good.
I think what happened for them the other night with LeBron busting that dude open, that's just what they needed. That's just what they needed. And I'm not a Laker fan. I don't like the Lakers, but I think that's just what they needed.
They're getting rolled tonight at halftime.
Get some toughness. If you got to knock somebody the hell out, do it.
So,
and when your best player does that.
So, Anthony, you're a Knicks fan, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up 3 players. I want to know who do you think is the most hated? Jordan, Reggie Miller, or LeBron?
Reggie Miller, and
You
it's
don't
not
think
even
it's
close.
you don't think it's you don't think it's LeBron since the decision?
Nah.
Wow.
I would have thought you would have said Jordan.
Jordan's not hated. Jordan was always respected in
He
New
was
York.
hated back then.
I mean, but not to the point where we booed. I mean, he would just quiet the crowd if anything. No, he would just quiet the crowd. But Reggie was annoying. He was just annoying.
Yeah,
Kevin Johnson
was Reggie
says
the
the
one that did the
Kings.
choking sign?
Yeah, and that's what I was telling Mace about. That's when John Starks choked on them damn free throws.
I think what changed Reggie Miller's life, and people gonna think I'm crazy, and it changed both players' careers. When John Starks had butted Reggie Miller. To this day, Reggie Miller hates John Starks to this day.
Mace, he, to me, the Reggie Miller and what is it called, and John Starks rivalry is Omar Vizquel and who is it?
Jose Lima.
Jose Lima.
Jordan born in BK.
They hate each other. So
Yeah, Jordan was born in Brooklyn, but it's just tough to hate Jordan because he was so
I
damn
hate him
good.
to
He
this
was born in
day. I
Brooklyn?
still hate his bald head ass. I don't wear none of his products.
Yeah,
bro.
he was born in Brooklyn, but he was just such a great
He's
player.
Wilmington. Let him stay
Yeah.
in Wilmington. Let him stay with his. Even though he got lucky finally, give him credit. Got lucky with a mellow ball. Boy, I tell you. Boy,
But-
I mean, if you want to say so, I don't think I don't believe these things are luck. I believe the lottery is the draft lottery is more of an auction than it is a lottery.
You really think? And me and you had this argument a couple of weeks ago. Or was it me and Sir O? I think it was me and you got into this one. You don't think LaMelo Ball would have been the perfect heir apparent to Steph Curry?
Not right now. Because
Wow.
Steph Curry is still that guy. Like he's still that guy.
You're missing what I'm saying altogether. What I'm saying is get some help. Who needs to get some help, baby girl?
No. DJ Kuda be playing the clip of Jordan with the drug abuse commercial where he's like, get some help. Stop it. Get some help.
I haven't heard that commercial in 30 years. It's dating me.
DJ Kuda just plays it. It's funny.
Shout out to DJ Kuda. Shout out to Platinum. Shout out to Ism. Shout out to who's my girl? Shout out to Shay Celeste, who I had the pleasure of talking to a little bit today in the chat room. Haven't spoken to my baby girl in a long time. Shout out to all the TMHC ladies at C, all of them. I miss Casimira though. Shout out to Mahogany. I know everybody's traveling either today or tomorrow for Thanksgiving. Everybody
so,
have
Mate,
safe travels.
are you spending time with your nephews? And
No, my nephews are gonna have Thanksgiving with their mother.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna be right here for Manzano. When you get up Thursday morning, just come up. I'm gonna be here at 7:15, bro.
You guys probably saw him when he was younger in Charlotte. How good was Alonzo in Charlotte, Mace?
He was awesome. He was awesome.
Was he still more of a defensive player, or did he actually have a?
He did both.
Game? Yeah, he had it all. In Charlotte, he had it all.
I mean, Larry Johnson.
He had it all in Miami. He had it all in Miami.
Hey, you know, he asked me earlier about Muggsy Bogues. Tell me how good Muggsy Bogues was.
Muggsy Bogues was a decent player.
Especially if he would play for a winning team, like a better team than Charlotte.
I mean, he wasn't an all-star caliber player, but he was definitely a decent second tier, guy, borderline all-star.
I saw him.
Who did you guys like better, Spud or Muggsy?
I'm going Muggsy Bogues.
I would have to go with Spud Webb. Spud. That one's kind of close.
He's up for the Hall of Fame next year, by the way. It's
I
gonna be
thought
interesting.
I thought Spud was a little bit more of a pest because those guys were so small they couldn't guard anybody anyway. But
Yeah.
I thought Spud was a little just more of a defensive pest.
The Robert Horry Hall of Fame campaign is already started, and
And what's this, like his second or third ballot?
it's probably
Something like that.
sixth ballot, bro.
I mean, he should. I think he should have been there.
Horry complaining again about how guys like Anthony Davis made it all 75. And he likes to brag. Only 2 players on the planet got more rings than him.
I mean, he could say that. I mean, he was along for the ride. I mean, he did take the wheel in crucial moments, but he was along for the ride.
Yeah,
I'm laughing because I'm gonna say it again. You want to ask Shaq and Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan how much he was, and Elijah One, how much he meant to them?
I mean, look, he meant a lot. He meant a lot to them, but in that case, when is Derek Fisher gonna end up in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, no, he's not getting in. Plus his
Okay.
shenanigans off the court.
I'm just saying.
Being that you guys are not attached to either of these franchises, like
I agree to
who's a little bit more overrated, Scotty or Robert?
Robert who?
Robert Horry.
Oh, it's Pippen, bro.
You really think Scottie Pippen was overrated?
Oh yeah, everybody was saying that all last week.
I disagree. And come on, man, you watch Scotty play. You watch Scotty play in his prime. You really believe Scottie Pippen was overrated?
Auntie, I'm gonna bring up these 5 guys again, and Manzano can validate this. Way before the 75th anniversary team came out, this bullshit. You know who I picked as my starting 5 of all time?
I want to hear it.
Kareem?
Magic? No. I picked Magic. I picked Jordan, Havlicek, Duncan, Russell. Guess who the NBA picked?
Hold on, you said Havlicek, Duncan, Russell, Jordan, Magic.
Yeah. Guess who the NBA picked?
You put Havlicek on the all-time starting 5. Okay.
Guess who the NBA picked? The same 5.
They picked Havlicek over LeBron James.
Easy.
The reason why they picked Havlicek
What's up, Joe?
has 6 rings.
8 rings.
8 rings.
I mean, he's along for the ride for like 5 of them.
Your mind? He wasn't.
I mean, you got Kuzi, you got Russell,
Kuzi, remember,
Casey Jones, and
I didn't realize
Paul Silas, and come on.
I didn't realize this about Kuzi. He only won 1 championship with the Celtics.
He only won 1?
Yeah, he retired.
Hey, that's before my time.
Well, I wasn't born yet either. I'm just a historian. My mother got me into this show. My mother's the big sports fan in my family, so she used to watch the NBA back in the 70s.
LeBron fans are obsessed with LeBron because they
overlook bro. We'll
a guy like Havlicek because they never saw him play, and don't realize how great of a player he was because.
Oh yeah, I got some pushback last week about that. Auntie, let me give you a little history.
Go ahead.
1974 NBA Finals, you could say it's the greatest NBA Finals ever.
Well, against the Suns?
No, Celtics.
Suns, right?
No, Celtic Bucks.
Okay.
On one side, you had Hondo, Cowens, and JoJo White, all 3 Hall of Famers, against Kareem, Oscar, and Bobby Dandridge, all 3 Hall of Famers. You're not going to get any better than that. The only other one you can say that is Lakers Celtics in the 80s. You had Bird, Paris, McHale, DJ on one side, Magic, Kareem, Worthy on the other.
Nowadays, everybody goes into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, nowadays everybody goes into the Hall of Fame. So you can say Oklahoma City versus Miami where
Come on, none of those
where you
guys are getting in, except
you,
for LeBron.
you got 4 MVPs in the damn
except for
series.
LeBron. The only ones getting in that group are LeBron. Oh, I forgot they put Chris Bosh in this shit. What a fucking
Yeah.
joke that is.
But you also have you have 4 MVPs. 3 Finals MVPs between 2 teams.
With the Heat.
Yeah, no, I think D Wade's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
So you telling me?
Nah, without a doubt.
So you telling me?
I mean, top 75.
All right, so
D-Wade
let
did.
me give you my second team. NBA did not pick this as a second team. And I'm going to tell you the player who gets dogged in all this. 2 players get dogged in all this. LeBron and Kobe get dogged in this. They get dragged.
If Shaquille O'Neal is not on the second team,
No, he wasn't.
he got dogged too.
Oh, he did.
But go ahead.
He wasn't better than Kareem.
No, he wasn't better than Kareem.
Kareem was second team. This is my second team of all time.
But you put Tim Duncan on the first team.
Oh, he's
I'm not gonna lie.
Look,
Look, the way I see it, Tim Duncan was a center playing power forward, and I don't care. I'm sticking 2 centers on the first team in the front court.
Wasn't he? Hold up. Wasn't he the power forward while David Robinson was there?
Yeah, he had to be.
Oh, he
Somebody
played
had-
6 years automatic at power forward, and then when they got that foreign guy to play the center,
Tiago Splitter.
yeah, he played power forward.
Tiago. I haven't
Yeah.
heard that name in a long time.
Let
Tiago.
me get back to this. My second team, I think you will take over the first team. You ready for it?
Yeah.
All right, Kuzi. I'm not even cool. You know what? Yeah, I'll put that. Kuzi. No, not even. I'll take Kuzi. West. I'll go West. West. Kobe, LeBron, Dennis Rodman, and Kareem. You take that second team?
I take the first. I would have to take the first team.
Really?
No, yeah. I mean, you had Tim Duncan on it, and as much as I like Dennis Rodman, I'm taking Tim Duncan over Dennis Rodman.
Okay, I'm surprised because when I
Like,
said my second team a couple of
and
months
then-
ago, everybody jumped on it.
I mean, no disrespect to Bob Cousy, but I believe, and
I had to take
I don't
Cousy
care
out.
what the. That's what I'm saying. I take John Stockton over Bob Cousy.
And you're a big John Stockton guy.
Yes, I am. Yes, I
You're a
am.
big John Stockton guy.
Because
I'm
think
surprised
about
you
it,
didn't
man.
call him
As
a
good as
late
Bob Cousy was, do you really think he could have played point guard in the 90s?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Cousy could play any era. But
At
let
John
me-
Stockton's level?
No, probably yeah, because look at Cousy, man. All he did was pass the ball. That's what you want. Make
What did John
players
Stockton
happy.
do?
No. Let me get back to Stockton for a second. And no, I would never dog Stockton, by the way. Seriously, I would never dog him. I think, again, I told this a couple of weeks ago, what hurts both of them is that they didn't beat Jordan. I'm dead serious. Don't you think that's it?
Then everybody's hurting. Everybody in the 90s
No, but
is hurting.
Hold up, though. They should have beaten the Bulls the second time. Come on, admit it.
Yes,
were
they
up
should
2-0.
have. No, I
They
agree.
gave game 5 away with the bullshit flu. Jordan wasn't sick with no goddamn flu. That was fake.
Well, that was actually the first time. That was 97. The flu game was
No,
97.
the flu game was 98.
You
with
sure about
Russell.
that?
Yeah.
You sure about
That
that?
was
Because the game was in Utah.
Yeah, game 6.
And-
As the Lakers, the Bulls
well,
beat them in 6.
Yeah, the Bulls beat them in 6, but they won the series at home. The Bulls had
they
home
won.
court.
They won the
Yeah,
first
food
one.
poisoning.
They
It
won the
wasn't the
first
flu.
one
Yeah,
in
food
Chicago.
poisoning.
They
Huh?
won the second one in Utah. Utah had
They
home
won.
court that
No,
year.
yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. The game 5 was in
in Chicago
Utah.
that year. I was wrong.
No,
No,
game 5 was in Utah. He had food poisoning, just like my man
trust
said.
me. Game 5 was in Chicago.
Huh?
That's
No,
how the
he-
Bulls.
when he
No,
had-
it was. That's how the
Jordan would
Bulls-
never get food poisoning in Chicago.
bro,
he got
bro,
food
he
poisoning when
got
he was
food
in Utah.
Yeah, that's the point.
And that's
He
what I'm
got
saying.
food-
Game 5, the
No,
format was
Trust me,
2-3-2
Game
back
5
then.
was in Chicago. That's
Hey,
how the Bulls won the
the
series.
format was 2-3-2, Mace.
I know that's how the Bulls won the series, Auntie, because
Nah.
they won all 3 games in Chicago. They won 3, 4, 5 in Chicago, and then the flu game in Game 6.
So you
In
no,
Utah.
the flu game was not the decider.
Yes, it was.
Look
I'm
it up,
telling you, it
Mace.
was.
Trust me, I'm never wrong on these things.
Oh, you're wrong with this one. Was
I'm never
Jerry
wrong on this.
Sloan too predictable?
When
No.
Jordan hit the exclamation, I call that shot the exclamation
Yeah, they
point
won the title.
over Byron Russell. That was
Yeah, they
not
won
with
the
the flu.
title.
That was
I'm
not with
telling
the
you.
flu. It was not with the
Okay,
flu
yeah,
though.
let
he
me
ain't
go
had a
back
flu
to
game
it.
when
I
he
can
hit
get
that
it
big
right now.
shot. He didn't have the
He
flu.
didn't. He did
He
not
didn't
have the
flu when
flu.
he hit that.
Yeah, trust me. You know,
What's up, Sean?
it was in '97. The format was still 2-3-2, and it was
It
Game 5.
always was
What's good,
2-3-2
bro?
until the Warriors started winning. Then they changed up.
Well, no, well, actually, they changed it. They changed it after San Antonio choked against Miami. That's when they changed it.
See,
In
I
between,
wasn't. Believe it or not, I was not watching basketball back then. The last year I saw the NBA was the year that Dallas beat Miami, and the reason was I was tired of the goddamn strikes. Plus, I didn't like the way the NBA was going.
well,
With
that's
Jordan-
gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. The lockout is guaranteed to happen every time the CBA is
like
up.
I told my audience, I said, if I was doing the hockey playoffs, not the NBA, all you niggas would be called me a fucking coon.
I wouldn't. I mean, I don't blame anybody that doesn't watch the NBA anymore. I don't blame
think it's
anybody.
getting better. I think it's getting better again, and
Look,
I'm gonna tell you why.
When you can beat one defender and get to the basket, come on.
I can tell you why it's getting better, because the LeBron crowd is just about done. The LeBron, the KD, that crowd's done. They're old. That's unbelievable. Hey, anytime, man. You got to cheer about it anytime. I appreciate that.
I don't have a problem. I mean, of course, LeBron fans are a little annoying.
Annoying ain't the word. Jordan fans were the
Because
worst. The Jordan Sicker fans are the worst.
it's just I can't cape for a guy that I've watched lose and choke and quit so many times. No, I'm just saying I've watched him lose, choke, and quit too many times.
Oh, he
Too
quit
many
so right.
times.
I told my mother 2 years ago. No, three years ago. I told her whenever LeBron takes his sneakers off during in the fourth quarter, he's done for the night.
And I mean, I lost a tremendous amount of respect for him when not. I mean, I respected him for coming back to Cleveland. I always knew he would, but then to try to take over as general manager and make them
He's been
build a
coaching
certain
lately.
type of team, I didn't like that at all.
He's been coaching lately. If you haven't seen him, it's been it
Yeah.
looks ridiculous for him.
Remember, I told you he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to. They brought those guys in because he wanted them, so he's gonna have to coach them. That's it. I wouldn't even depend on a damn coaching staff to put that cluster fuck together, because that is a cluster
play
fuck.
last week, and I'm watching the game live. I was broadcasting the game up here, and the coaching staff didn't do a damn thing. They just sat on the bench and let LeBron coach.
Didn't I tell you that? I told you that a while. I'm like, come on, man. I was like, that's an actual X's and O coach's nightmare. That team right there.
That team's in serious trouble.
You have a big man that wants to stay 15 feet away from the basket. Okay. You know, probably the most talented big man of the last 10 years or so before.
You really believe that about Davis?
Well, before DeMarcus Cousins blew out his damn Achilles.
What about Jokic? What about Jokic right now?
I like Jokic.
I do too. I don't love him, but I think I feel like I'll say it again. I don't know. You wasn't up here. Was it you? No, you wasn't up here the other night. I cannot believe that the Suns are going to let DeAndre Ayton walk after this year.
I don't think they are. I think they got to change their mind on that. You saw the game he had. I didn't know the Suns were so damn good. I just noticed that today. They're on a 13-game win streak.
They're on the Warriors' tail. And I was going to do football up here Christmas Day, but I'm going to do that NBA game only. That's the only NBA game.
You got to do basketball on Christmas.
Man, we got
do football on Thanksgiving.
Games.
Yeah.
We got 2 great games on Christmas night, man, including Buffalo.
The NFL plays on Christmas?
Yeah.
What? Since when did that start?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, because they have no respect for the NBA.
The NBA is
Oh.
always supposed to have Christmas, and the
And
NFL
the
gets
NBA got this,
Thanksgiving. That's the way it goes. I thought.
Auntie, the NBA got their 6 games Christmas Day. This people could be watching Green Bay. Yeah,
I mean, I'm just saying, as long as I can remember, that's the way it's always been. The NFL has Thanksgiving, the NBA has Christmas.
yeah. Giannis is the new darling of the NBA, and I've been saying it since he won a title. They're ready to crown Steph again. Yes, they are.
Well, I wouldn't crown him so soon, but I like what I see.
Dude, that big can't take a punch. I never signed up to bring punching back. Oh, LeBron can't punch. Okay.
I mean, the NBA players can't punch. they can't,
They
especially
said that
these
kid
guys.
who went after LeBron the other night was a boxer.
Just like who was that was up here earlier, Manzano? Just like he said, man, the AAU culture has messed things up.
It destroyed it.
These kids they're not used to being on the playground.
No, they're sheltered.
They're not used to it because they tell you when you're younger, because that's what they told me when I was in high school. Oh, you shouldn't be playing outdoors. The concrete is not good for your knees and your ankles. It's horrible for your ankles. We didn't give a damn. We were still out there all day.
Damn right.
Don't care. But these guys listen to that. So,
and we'll have the 500 show on Thursday, and that's gonna be fun. Like I said, I'll get a pulse of the room. If it comes down to me doing nigga shit, I'll do it.
I got to get ready. I'm about to have one in the stream. Well, I don't think it's going to get that out of hand.
Steph needs
I got one tonight.
Finals MVP. You ain't lying. He needs a Finals MVP. You talk about a so-called great player disappearing in the finals, and Steph Curry.
I mean, I wouldn't say he disappeared. I mean, when an entire defensive scheme is predicated on not letting you do what you do, that's it. It's going to open things up for other guys. If anything, I think it's just a testament to him being a team player. He didn't try to force it, whatever. He still got 3 rings in 5 trips. As far as I'm concerned,
What's up, Tampa? You want to come up? Anybody wants to come up? Here's
the way I see it. I'm like, you might as well give Steph like 3.5 rings, because the 73 win season, you still went 7 games. When they're just like, oh, well, he lost to LeBron, and that's a big deal. I'm like, win 7
They lost because that ass clown Draymond Green.
That too, yeah, that too. But
his stupidity.
I'm just saying, when you go 7 games in the final, like, come on, 7 games. That's just as good as winning a championship, as far as I'm concerned.
That's another franchise, but should have went 4. They would have won 4 in a row. Something nobody's done to the Celtics.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, but that's something that I don't think the league wants to see. That.
Of course.
They don't want to see that.
No, they don't.
Because that kind of kills Jordan.
The legacy of number 23.
But I think the league does understand that at some point they're gonna have to get away from that ghost.
Of course.
And it sucks for guys like me and you that watched Jordan in his prime, and a lot of guys listening right now.
That, bro? You think I enjoyed that?
I mean, whether you enjoyed it or not, you watched like history in the making, and we knew what we were watching when we saw it.
That's true. A Houston fan can't stand that,
because we really, I mean, think about it. Back then, we couldn't even imagine Jordan retiring forever. Like, we were like, when he's gone, what are they gonna do?
Yeah, Iggy Gala. It's a shame he came a little bit too late for Iverson.
No, those 2 AIs on Philly were pretty good. Iguodala was a high flyer.
What was?
He got robbed out of a dunk contest too.
Oh yeah, they gave it to that little midget.
Oh yeah, Nate Robinson
got punched out.
But no, I mean, I think the league understands that. Like, you're gonna have to get away from that ghost at some point. At some point, it sucks, but you just have to.
Cause got rid of it. All you had to do was let Golden State win 4 in a row, like they should have. Really 5. They were hurt against Toronto, and should let Duncan and the boys get their six rings. The Ty
Well,
Jordan.
I think that they would have they tried to give it to LeBron. They tried. They gave this man, what was it, 8 straight trips to the finals?
10.
I'm talking about consecutive.
10.
No, it was 8. It was 8. It was
That's
8.
right. Yeah, he got hurt in 2019.
Yeah, it was 8. But still 8 straight trips.
Is
And he
this
got
the
3
best
rings
Golden
out of
State
8
team?
straight trips.
Is this the best Golden State team ever? No, I think
Absolutely
the
not.
76 Warriors was the best No, the 67 Warriors with Chamberlain.
And Nate Thurman.
Yes. We'll see Philly tomorrow night, but the problem with Philly
I
is,
like the 73 win Warriors team.
there you go.
The most balanced, deepest bench.
Yeah. Embiid's not there, so tomorrow night's game may be a brutal game.
But no, this Warriors team, I'm not ready to crown them yet because we don't know what they're going to look like at full strength. Because
he'll be back for that game, that showdown in Phoenix on Christmas Day.
I mean, I don't doubt Klay Thompson on the offensive end. I doubt him on the defensive end. And it's not even that I doubt him. I just got some questions. That's it.
I don't blame you.
You know, when you coming off of 2 years off, and then
he'll be back by Christmas.
You know, you have to play against these guys that are they're here, they're ready, and Klay Thompson's a hell of a defender, so it's gonna be tough for him to keep up. I don't wish injury on anybody, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up injured again trying to keep up.
Well, let me ask you this: if the Lakers finish 7th seed, do they win the West?
No, they do not. I mean, they're gonna have to get some kind of seed where they can get to the conference finals without having to go through the Warriors to get there.
I think they're gonna have a problem playing the Clippers in Denver too.
Yeah. I don't think they'll have a problem with the Clippers because I don't see Kawhi being healthy at that point. So I think they'll be all right. They're definitely gonna have problems with the Nuggets, though. I agree with that. I think everybody's gonna have problems with the Nuggets.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think the NBA nowadays, what is beautiful about it is anybody can win.
Yeah. I mean, I would. Yeah, you're right. What I don't like is just in the playoffs the way these guys get 2 and 3 days in between games. Like that's just unheard of
It's
to me.
funny you say that. This past year, that did not happen into the finals, and I think that's what won Milwaukee the championship. That after game 2, they had 3 days off after each game.
I mean that's gonna happen. I just remember a time where if you weren't traveling, you played tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's the only way. Or you had to be between series.
And also, something that used to happen, I think it happened this year with the Hawks and the 76ers. Teams in the second round, one from the East, one from the West, play back-to-back on the weekends.
That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. It should be back-to-backs if you are not traveling. You get a day for travel. That's all. And of course in between, from one round to the other. That's it.
Yeah, interesting, right?
I mean that's what made it so great, in the 80s and the 90s. Those the best conditioned team won, not just the team with the best players.
Washington. I don't know. What do you think about the Wizards?
No. No.
NBA people.
Well, no. Notice what are they calling it? The NBA, they calling it the insurance fraud. The way they changed the rules.
Yeah.
The way they changed the rules on the threes. and stuff. That's hurting Bradley Beal. It's hurting James Harden, of course. It's hurting Trae Young. It's going to hurt those guys.
Yep, road cheap buses and commercial flights. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I was all the way into the Blazers and the Pistons, first teams to buy a plane.
Yeah. That and keep in mind, like, that's why the finals were a 2-3-2 format for so long. It was set up like that because teams had to fly commercial. So
Yeah.
instead of you having to fly commercial and possibly get stuck in a damn airport all damn night, and maybe even connect or whatever, and have to fly cross country because you'd be on a damn plane for 5-6 hours sometimes. They would just stay in town. Now these guys fly back home in between games in the finals.
Do you believe Phoenix is the third best? I mean, do you believe that Milwaukee's the third best team in basketball?
No. I would have to go with the Warriors.
got
Then
them number one.
I think it's a toss up between the Nuggets and the and the Suns.
I got Suns number 2,
Yeah.
Bucks number 3.
And then I would think it's a toss up between the Bucks and the Heat. Call me crazy.
No, I don't. You can argue those are the 4 best teams.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a problem with that. I think the Western Conference, what makes the West interesting in the NBA is the teams who you thought will be there are all there. The difference is not in the standings.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, Los Angeles is 8th.
I mean, they're only going to get better.
You really believe that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You don't believe in my theory, the old legs? I think where they went wrong, I'll say it again, was that like the Warriors and Chicago and the Hornets, what they did right was they picked they picked up young guys, while the Lakers went all veterans.
Yeah, that's what they got to do to appease LeBron James.
Interesting.
I mean, they can't piss him off. That's why I don't like him, because everybody's got to walk on eggshells around this guy. Give him what he wants.
Is he really that bad of a tyrant?
Yeah, because look, and everybody wants to make that case. Well, look at what happens to the team without him. It's like, he's the reason why. If they don't have to do all of this building around him, the team wouldn't be shit when he goes away.
I hear what you're saying. You should have kept those young guys instead of trading them to Charlotte.
I mean, and now you look really stupid because you should have kept Andrew Wiggins in damn Cleveland.
I agree with that.
You could have kept Andrew Wiggins and you would have been able to sign Kevin Love the next year. Anyway.
You're right about that.
It made no sense. The only thing that I respected that he did, he did show the power that he had. No player has ever done it, when he just said, 2 phrases, which I'm opting out, I want the max. And the entire league shut down for like 2 weeks. Nobody can make a move until he makes a move.
That one day he went to LA?
No. When he left Miami. before he went back to Cleveland. You don't remember that? I know you do.
I was on dialysis.
Free
seeing
agents,
the way he
well,
went
free
back.
agency was shut down for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
No
about that.
team could do anything. They couldn't sign anybody. Every team had to get the cap space to sign him and then to sign anybody else. And that, the dominoes weren't going to fall into place until he signed. But he was able to show, like that was true power. I've never seen any player in any sport be able to do that ever.
But the Lakers have come storming back.
And granted, though, he was under a lot of pressure from the Players Association to do that too, because that shit that he pulled, him and D Wade and Chris Bosh pulled in Miami, wasn't right. It wasn't right for the other players in the league when they all took pay cuts to play with each other. Wasn't right at all.
You think LeBron's well liked around by his peers or no?
Well, his peers don't play in the league anymore. Carmelo, that's about it. And Chris Paul, there are no other peers. The rest of these guys are young guys.
LBJ up with
and they can't and they can't stand him. They're the ones that are still there. I mean, the ones that are in the league now, they can't stand him. But it's just when the best player takes a pay cut, that's every team's excuse not to pay guys. You can't take a pay cut to win. LeBron did it.
Interesting.
I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why, a guy like Patrick Mahomes had to take all that money. He had no choice. He had to.
Do you see anybody getting paid like that next in the NBA or no?
No, because they're not signing 10-year deals in the NBA. And that's another thing it's so messed up is that you can't, like, there are caps on what you can pay a max guy. If you didn't draft him, if you didn't draft him, you only get 4 years. I think you get 3 years and an option on the fourth, or 2 years and and options on the third and fourth, something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if they draft you, like I think Steph Curry just got 5 flat, no options.
Yeah, because he's their franchise in their opinion.
Yeah, no options. But that's super max, and he sacrificed it. But as far as 10-year deals, it's not going to happen in the NBA. Never. But you may see some shit change with the new when there's another CBA that comes up.
All right, let me ask you this: do you see more super teams or no?
No, I think you see more super teams emerging. Because they call the Warriors a super team. They really weren't a super team until they signed Kevin Durant, and they still weren't really a super team. That was all organic.
So what you're basically saying is,
but I don't think you see any more super teams.
So what you're saying is you're going to see more teams like the Bucks.
Yeah. You're either going to see them build around one guy, or you're going to see coaching really come into play.
So let me ask you this. In the Western Conference, the one team that intrigues me is Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Because players want to go play for Ja.
Don't forget about Jaren Jackson.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
He's a stud too, man.
I like Memphis. I like that they got spunk. I like that they got a player that they can have for the next 10 years if he's willing to stay.
I don't see why not.
A lot of people think the days of the big market, folks, are over.
Yeah. I mean, as long as these guys can fly private and be wherever they want overnight, and they're getting these ridiculous sums of money, that's what's going to happen. I mean, that's just the way it's going to be. That's why I tell people, with the ridiculous sums of money that these guys get. Don't be surprised when you see guys, number one, playing small markets and try to
I
win.
do see that happening.
Okay. Number two, you're going to see a lot more Brittany Renters out there.
I
Okay.
definitely see
They
that.
just bang these guys for a shitload of money, because they can. You get $200K a month in child support just for getting these guys babies. Fucking rookies and shit. Second and third year players getting $6 million a year. Some states you're getting given 30% of your income for child support. Boom, that's $200K a month. See ya. And then don't be surprised with the load management. Because that's really what did it. It's not that these guys are punks. It's that they're worth so much money that if a guy has a pain in his knee, the staff is telling him, hey, that's it, just sit. Just sit. Oh, but I can play. Nah, to hell with that. Just sit. Don't even worry about it.
Formerly Gasol and Randolph is now John Jaron. Memphis likes to do it. 2-man team.
Because these are some ridiculously stupid sums of money these guys get.
Oh, yeah. I remember a couple of years ago I was doing this, and I was naming guys. I'm like, I never heard of these bums. Getting paid all this money.
Who was that one guy? I know you would know him because you're a Portland fan. Who was that guy that got all that damn money? No. He was another dude. Evan Turner got a shitload of money too, but damn, I forget this guy's name. But either way, he got a bunch of money. I'm like, yo, this guy is. I'm not gonna say he's garbage, but he's damn sure not. They gave him like damn $26 million a year or something dumb like that for like 4 years. It's stupid, But now, I mean, on average, some of these guys are getting $100 million deals for 4 years.
Mm.
And they don't even have to make an all-star team. They don't have to make an all-star team, an all-NBA team. They just get $100 million. I'm like, damn. It's crazy, isn't it?
So what you're basically telling me, Auntie, right? There'll be no more dynasties. Is that what you're saying?
I think dynasties will emerge.
Interesting.
Yeah, dynasties will emerge
Because
you're going to see more of this European style. You're going to see a lot more of the European style. You're going to see look for more skilled big men to come in and a lot more floor spacing. So it's going to become a coach's game. Which I like. I'm a basketball head, so I like that. I like watching, ball movement and flare screens and things like that.
That's why I love watching Utah play in the years.
Yeah.
And then San Antonio started playing like that.
Yeah. I mean, well, they went from playing, of course, with David Robinson and Tim Duncan. They went from playing from the inside out to, as the game evolved, they started playing from the outside in.
All right, Knicks up by 2 at the end of 3.
So, beautiful brand of basketball to watch.
Yeah, they're winning against LA.
I hope they
Denver,
beat them.
Portland's next, buddy. Get ready, me and you.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Man, my team looking sad right now, man, because we ain't healthy.
The big Nugget fan, Auntie.
He's a Nuggets fan?
Yeah, like I'm a Blazers fan. Yep.
Bro, your team is going to give some people some problems. Your team is going to give some people some problems, man. Some serious problems.
When healthy, we will.
I love your backcourt. Your backcourt is probably the most underrated backcourt in basketball.
Interesting. Look at this, Sean.
What?
They're great on the defensive end. They cut, they move without the ball. They play unselfishly.
He's complimenting your backcourt.
Everything a backcourt's supposed to be.
Look at that.
Yeah.
They really and then you have a hell of a big man too. That's what I mean. They're gonna give some teams some problems.
AKA the Joker.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, man.
That's why it's not that I'm not sold on the Warriors, because I am, but it's going to be a hell of a test. Like when they have to fight with them, they will be in a fight. Let's
It
just
will
put
be
it that way.
interesting who finishes second, third, and fourth in the West. It will be very
Yeah, 'cause
interesting.
we got the second ranked defense in the NBA.
That's what I
For
mean.
second.
I judge a backcourt on primarily on the defensive end. I don't even care. Scoring the basketball means so little these days because everybody can do it.
That's not
They
true.
shoot threes.
That's
They
not
shoot
true.
threes. All the shots are open.
You know damn well, Auntie, who can't do that. That's
You're
why
not
he's
allowed to
sitting out.
guard anybody.
No,
Oh,
he's not.
Ben
This is
Simmons.
why he's sitting out.
Oh yeah.
Ben
Well,
Simmons.
I don't think it's that he can't shoot.
Yeah.
I think it's just that he
I
doesn't
knew
want
that
to.
he was-
Yeah.
For some reason, I knew once she said I like Ben Simmons.
Well,
No,
Hey,
damn well he can't shoot.
but I'll tell you what I like the
can dunk,
most
though.
about. Yeah, I mean he does everything but shoot.
He sure
said-
didn't
I
make
told- I
that
told
dunk
somebody
in
the other
Game
day.
5.
I was like, he's a Swiss Army knife
Oh,
that
God.
that does everything but shoot.
You know the
It's a
sad
damn
thing is for
shame.
me? You know what the sad thing is for
They got
me?
him playing out of position. That's the problem.
You know what's sad for me? I may end up have
Seems
to
like
have to
so
live with
far.
that clown.
Look, they need to just swallow their pride, make the trade straight up Ben Simmons for Kyrie, and
I
the
don't.
Sixers,
I don't see
both the Sixers
Philadelphia
and the
tra-
Nets will be all right.
I don't see the Sixers
No.
trading them in the East.
I mean, where are they going to send him?
And like I just said a second ago,
Because
just get rid of Lillard, send them there. I have to live with Ben Simmons. Which will you guys gonna see me
the
tear
way
up
I
the
see it,
studio
Greg
tonight?
unless you're going to move him to like Oklahoma City.
Nah,
That's
he only wants 2 players, bro. Matter of fact, he only wants 3 players.
man, you can get away from with Oklahoma City if you make that move. You get out of there with a haul for Ben Simmons.
I'm telling you what Daryl Morey wants. He wants either Lillard, McCollum, or De'Aaron Fox.
What he wants, he must want to get fired. That's the damn problem.
Oh, they're all gonna. I'm telling you right now, Philadelphia. Well, Philadelphia, everybody will lose their jobs after this year.
Look, that's all I'm saying. I'm like, Daryl Morey, you're a fool.
He's a fool. Yep.
If anything, make a deal with Oklahoma City. You are an instant championship contender instantly. You have
think he
all of the
going-
tools you need.
Hold up. You don't think he going with Lillard or De'Aaron Fox?
You need more than that.
I don't think so. I think
You still don't
Philadelphia's
have a bench.
Philadelphia's loaded. I think they just don't got the leadership at
Where-
point guard.
Who's shooting?
You talking about
If
Philly?
you get Lillard, he'll shoot all. They got shooters.
If you don't surround Joel Embiid with
He has
shooters,
shooters, bro. The problem is the clown in crunch time cannot make a layup. You can't make this shit up. I did the games. Game 4, bro, against Atlanta. They blow a 19-point lead. He misses a 2-foot layup. You can't make this shit up. The look on Joel Embiid's face. And then in game 5,
you talk about when he didn't even take the layup. You talk about that one.
on game 5,
When he had the layup
he's
and he
by
didn't take it.
himself. You cannot make this shit up, man. T. Game 5, he's by himself and he misses a dunk.
Hey,
And the ball goes doing out of bounds.
I said this when he was in LSU. I was like, something's not right. I
Oh,
can't
know
put.
it was
I
right
couldn't
away,
put my
bro.
finger on it, but I was like,
Oh, I
something
put
ain't
my
right.
finger on it right away. What he's doing right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
probably banging 3 chicks right now in California somewhere.
He's always saying that.
That's what he's doing.
Oh,
right
when I'm
now.
like, look, when you're hands down #1 pick and you can't even get your team in the tournament. I'm like, yo, what?
Wasn't Jamal Murray in that draft?
Yeah.
Jamal Murray.
Yeah, in that draft.
He probably was. I
But
think so.
yet they took a clown who can't shoot for his life.
Hey,
And then
man,
Daryl Morey.
one thing about the
only
Nuggets, man, we know how to
Daryl
pick.
Morey, you notice this? He goes, oh yeah, Ben's in the gym. He's working out right now. Yeah, Ben is with some fine ass light skinned chick at Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Can't make this shit up, man.
Absolutely not.
I'm
But-
like saying, really?
It's not like it's just a personal thing,
Hey Mace, man, I'm about to do a live stream, man. I'm gonna have to drop down, man. Thank you
Hey, I
so much for
appreciate
having
you.
me,
Thanks for
big
coming,
dog.
brother.
Nah, man, I just wanted to chop it up with you, man. We're gonna chop it up
It's
again.
never a
I don't
problem. I
know
can
how
talk
long this one's
NBA with
gonna
you guys
last.
all day.
Yo,
Not a
Sean, man, it's a
problem, man.
pleasure, big dog.
You too, my brother.
You
Be
too,
good,
bro.
man. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your fam.
Happy Thanksgiving, big
You
dog.
too, man.
Thanks.
Great and
Peace.
T.
Oh man, T.
All right. I forgot who this player is, but he's at the Spreewell's at the game tonight. As the Knicks are loving this right now. They're up by 8 on the Lakers. And you can't make it up with Benjamin Simmons, folks. You can't. This man couldn't make a 2-foot layup. He misses a easy, nobody near him slam dunk, and the ball goes out of bounds. And then we get our favorite guy right now playing NBA 2K at his house, and Mama's feeding him all the fried chicken he could eat.
There you go with the fried chicken.
That fat bastard. I mean, will we ever see him again?
Man.
I mean, but he's great. Oh, really? His fat ass couldn't drop. His mother makes no joke. His mama probably makes free whole chicken for him, and that's just for breakfast.
Man, stop it, man. You going too hard, this man. Man,
And then I read
he's
today in the
ridiculous,
paper.
bro.
Did I read in the paper today that clown who was not at the game tonight? By the way, we know who he is. Is getting ready for Spaceship 3. You can't make this up with this guy. I mean,
Yo, he
these
not
people
playing?
making this movie out to be the greatest thing. I heard the movie was a bust.
JC not playing the game again? Oh yeah,
No,
he
he
got
was
suspended
suspended.
again, right?
Yeah, he got suspended. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons helps
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball case. He sure does. Because Lonzo made himself
Mm.
better. Sacramento about to disband. I agree with that. Steph. Players said Tobias. Yep. You got a bench. Philadelphia's loaded. And Matisse, yeah. And don't forget our boy at point guard, Maxey. Philadelphia's loaded. No leadership. You get Lillard in there, you're gonna win a championship. Yeah, Buddy Hield still out there, yeah. Is Penn a point forward? Yeah, he could play anything, bro. I think with the Blazers with McCollum, because the trade is this. If they do trade, let's say they trade for McCollum. It'll be McCollum straight up for the clown because they both make the same salary. But if it's for Lillard, it'll be Maxey, the clown, and a number one goes back to Portland for Lillard. I'll do that. I even throw in Nurkic. Nurkic makes 12 mil. Send me back Andre Drummond. I can live with that. And then I have to deal with this ass clown every damn night. That's right, Maxey. He's playing very well. All right, our game tonight is Denver at Portland. Whoa, look at the game Friday night. You ready for Friday night, buddy?
What's Friday night?
Bucks at Nuggets.
Mm.
That's the late game Friday night.
Wow.
I'll do that one up here. The Bucks and Nuggets. The finals that could have been if you was healthy.
Hmm.
Thibodeau getting on the refs. I mean, can't make this stuff up. All right, Davis. They calling bullshit fouls on the Knicks. I don't think Davis is overrated. I just think Davis gets hurt too much. But getting back to Mo Powell, you think his mama made him the bucket of 30 pieces tonight? Bud?
What you
Don't you?
talking about, me, Zion?
Yeah, of course.
No, I don't think his mom made him a 30-piece greasy chicken.
Then you get Lamar Jackson's story, which is ridiculous. Mom, I'm not feeling too good. What's wrong, baby? I got the sniffles. I think, Mom, you're not playing Sunday.
Stop it. It makes you play too much, bro. You just
Hey,
play
who's the
too much,
third
bro.
clown, but his mother controls him? There's one more. I know it's Zion. I know it's Lamar. And there's one more player that the mother controls everything.
You're talking about, I think you thinking about Minka.
Oh yeah, he's the other one. At least he's all pro. I mean, Mama
Yeah.
got him in a good place right now. Oh boy, you can't make it up. The 30-piece there, the 30-piece bucket laps. Yeah. His mother puts in one of those foil pans. He just eats playing 2K all day. Oh, mom. Can't make it up. I will guarantee you he will be on a new team next fall. Zion Williamson. Question is where. As long as he's not on my team, I'm happy. Not to me fried chicken's places out in Portland, but you like seafood.
Mm-mm.
Plenty of those out there. You like steak and chops. There's plenty of those out there. I can tell you that. Some of the best in the world. I know. I used to weigh 300 pounds eating those places every weekend. I miss the old
So,
chop
man,
house.
let me ask you, what you thought about the game?
Which game?
You know, the Dolphins game.
Uh, I felt it was a very comfortable win. They didn't have to break a sweat. I think Flores took it easy, you know, and make sure players didn't get hurt. I mean, this is Miami's chance to make a run. And I think a good thing that happened to Miami was that Carolina lost this week.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
we're going to have a game
wait,
Sunday, folks. Miami and Carolina is a great early game. So is New England and Tennessee up in Foxborough.
mm-hmm.
It'll be awesome. Then the late game, the Rams rematch at Green Bay.
Yeah, Jokic
Hey,
not playing tonight. He got
oh,
a
he is
wrist
playing
sprain.
tonight? Jokic?
No, he not. He's
All right,
not
the Knicks
playing
just hit
tonight.
a 3. They're up by 9. As the old men, Westbrook trying to do his thing, but there's something about this team, something missing with them. Los Angeles, too old. Ready to
It
go?
makes the
What's up,
Texans had
buddy?
let go Philip Lindsay. The Texans let go
Yeah, I
Philip
got that message.
Lindsay
I
early.
text you back on that.
Yeah,
Another
we
great
should
job
go
by you,
after him.
GOAT. Yeah, I got that message. I sent you an email.
What you mean? We should pick him out, right? I think we
Yeah,
should.
yes, we should. Immediately.
For some reason, I don't think we are though.
He's not
She's
making a lot
very
of, he ain't
money
making no money
offensively.
in their world.
I know, right?
I mean, shit. I mean, I'll pick him up and put a Gaskin where he belongs, third down back. All right, Knicks up by 8, 7.5 to go. Denver, Portland next, folks. Knicks next 10 games. Phoenix, then the Lake, and then Atlanta. Knicks got a lot of tough games coming up. A lot of them at home though. Knicks been on the road a lot. This young Nick team caught for zone defense. Thibodeau's losing his mind. These referees, I'll say it again about the NBA refs, they're very incompetent, and you wonder about them. Just do. A lot of kids at the game tonight. Some beautiful hotties at the game tonight at courtside. NBA young boys at the game rocking his Laker t-shirt at courtside. Whoever he is. Nice move by Melo. He should have drove. Yep, should have. Hey, Melo, you are a fucking Hall of Famer, you ass clown. You drive to the hoop. Referee's gonna give you the call. You're Melo. Denver, Portland next. That's in about half an hour from God's country out in PDX. Nice pass. So the Knicks are up 9 now, 99-90 with 6.5 to go. Desperate times for the old men. Does everything got to be a 3-point shot in the NBA? Can't anybody drive to the hoop no more? Guys, that wussified. Other than Jokic and Ayton. Trey Young. Boy, Davis is throwing elbows. Referees ain't calling anything. Well, what do you think about this Denver-Portland game next? Oh, there he is. What do you think about our game next, Sean?
Y'all win this easily.
Knicks hit another.
Y'all win this easily, man.
Nah, we're hot right now, but we just cannot beat Denver, bro.
No, y'all will. Y'all will tonight. Trust me, bro. Yoke ain't playing. MPJ ain't playing. Look, he might be out for a while, or I don't know. He might be permanent. That's what I'm saying. He talented, Mace, but that back injury, man, it's gonna be a worry, bro.
The refs probably play Vegas books. Yes, they do. Of course they do. I do not trust the referee if you throw him at me. Boy, Allie LaForce is doing this game at courtside. Good for her. All right, the clown missed the first one. The Ruffles man, aka Street Clothes.
Hey,
Let's see a
Better,
good
why
one.
you think?
Yeah, go ahead.
Better, why you think Bobo went out of Denver?
He missed both. Which guy?
Bobo, it's the real tall, dark skinned dude that's on the Nuggets.
Manute's son?
Yeah,
I don't know. He hasn't done nothing.
I know, right? He just got wait his turn, man. He's still fresh, like baby shit.
I would agree. 5 minutes left. I'll call this game when it's 2.5 to go. The Knicks are still up 9. They'll win. Doesn't Bobo Denver? Would the Wizards take Bobo? Yes, they would. Wants more minutes, I heard. Yeah, the Nuggets would have. Knicks score again. I'll hit another 3, so they're up 12.
Yeah, I think
The Knicks are going to win this, folks.
I think he's gonna start to get some minutes because of
Referees, the guy's being hacked. Oh, God, these referees are doing this a terrible job. Thibodeau yelling at his players. I don't blame him. All you had to do was run some clock. Instead, he got selfish. What else is the NBA? Anyway, I'm looking forward to our game in about half an hour.
Brooklyn at 10?
Mm. Yeah, 10 o'clock our time. All right.
Oh,
LA
oh,
cannot
that's
hit a
not too
shot.
long.
LA cannot hit a shot if they
Probably
had to
like in
depend on it.
16 more minutes.
Yeah. 4 minutes left. Knicks up by 12. New York is going to win tonight. Frank Vogel coached the high school right behind my house, folks. St. Raymond's to a powerhouse. Yeah, St. Raymond's has some coaches. Now, getting back to our good friend, I'm laughing at him. You know that. That's what keeps me smiling up here. I'm trying to hold this smile. Shout out to Mr. Miami. Kansas City getting ready for his mama's fried chicken.
Where's Marlon Fries?
Once more minutes. Well,
Man,
isn't
love his
it?
fried chicken.
Witnessing how he is nowhere in Michael Porter Jr.'s league. Is
Who
Bobo.
that?
Bobo.
I think he can
Not
be
even
good. He got
close.
a good. He's good, but he can be. He have a good jump shot. He got the length and the width. Um, Man, he can be good. I don't say like he's talented like more than MPJ, of course, but man, right now with the back thing, man, we just gave him all that money. It's like,
You think they gave him some of that money like that to shut him up?
mm, I don't say necessarily shut him up. Probably just to, I guess, make him feel like they want him and feel comfortable. Right now, his future is kind of like set because he signed the contract. He got big money. So
Yeah, I feel you, man.
that's
Portland
good.
and
He can.
Denver in about half an hour from now from the Rose City. Beautiful city that is, by the way. Let me see what he says now. This should be right up your alley.
All right.
Right here. Playing for Oregon and getting hurt made Ball kind of frustrated, losing draft position as a top three prospect.
That's probably true. He can shoot it. Yeah, he have a good shot, and he got pretty decent handles for him to be that tall, like KD.
Did he
As long as
really?
he put in the work. Yeah, he got decent handles on him. Decent handles. As like as tall as he is, he got some decent handles. His shot is it's okay. He just needs some reps. I think they're gonna play him
I don't know these
a lot
Instagram
earlier
women.
than he does usually. What you say about Instagram women, man?
I don't know these Instagram women. They said that OBJ got one pregnant. I don't know these women,
What?
guys. I'm sorry. Women don't do it for me. I keep telling you guys that. Unless I see her right in front of me. I mean, like person to person.
Beat that Lauren Wood. Who the hell is Lauren Wood?
I have no idea.
What is that too about? I never heard of Lauren Wood. And what is that thing?
You let Davis get that tip in like that? Are you effing kidding me, Knicks? Knicks could have blown this game wide open, but they bullshitting around. Westbrook a triple double.
So who winning right now, Mace?
Knicks are up by 10, but they effing around, keeping LA in the game.
Mm.
This is what happens, folks, when you have no star power on your team. I don't want to hear about Randall. They have no star power. I'm surprised the Lakers savior. Oh, he's coming to the game now, folks. I haven't seen him all night. They're getting Rondo already. That's the Lakers savior. According to Laker fans, is Rondo. 250-year-old Rondo. Knicks cannot make a shot. Incredible. Playing selfish basketball. Both of these teams are a joke. I mean, the last 5 minutes, no one scored.
The game ain't over yet.
No, it's not over yet. Couldn't even make a layup. Jesus, you can't make this shit up.
Who ain't make a layup?
Whoever the Knicks players, I don't know the Knicks. I just know Randall. These guys are pathetic. In the last 5 minutes of this game, folks, no one has scored. You talk about two teams that just look inept out there. This do. Knicks should have won this game by 20 instead. Cannot make a layup if their lives depend on it. Now, if I'm the Lakers, I'll be going to the hoop instead of doing the shit Westbrook that they got bailed out by this scrub Fournier. And I mean scrub. Get ready for Denver, Portland. Let me read these. Yeah, he can't get handled like a 7-footer. Yeah. Joke. Knicks should be ashamed of themselves. They blow this game. Wouldn't surprise me. Kind of bad, bro. Really, this chick? Google her. She's a physical trainer or something. I'm just not into these women, guys. I'm sorry. Tibbs should know how to slow the game into the grind. Yes. The problem is, like I said, the Knicks have no star power. And that's what hurts them. When you don't have a superstar like a Westbrook, a Melo, a LeBron, you're going to struggle trying to close out games. Knicks should have been won this game. This game should have been long been over. All right, Westbrook hit all 3 free throws. And this is why, Knicks fans wonder why, guys like me dog them a lot. That's the reason. You got bums, overpaid bums like Evan Fournier out there. Are you effing kidding me? Some bum named Quigley? Really?
Ever Fournier can't shoot.
He ain't shooting tonight. All right, Los Angeles could cut it to 5 or 4. See what they do. All right, Westbrook cut it to 5 with plenty of time left, 39 seconds. I'm surprised Thibodeau hasn't called a timeout yet. What a comeback by the Lakers. Give the Lakers credit. They could have just folded their tent. Westbrook totally subbed down. James Brown said, oof. Oh, yeah. Sean, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go take my medicine, okay?
All right.
Yeah, just stick around. New York Knicks. New York Knicks on the verge of another collapse. They're the only team in the NBA who have blown 4 15-point leads this year. Can't make it up with those losers. And again, that's what happens when you have no star power. Portland, Denver, 10 minutes. I gotta ask you a question, Sean, and guys in the chat room. What happens when a woman is a DJ and she's kicking it to you? I don't understand that. And you guys can explain that to me? Sean, you ready? You back, Sean?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I have this female DJ kicking it to me lately. All right, Westbrook misses. All right, LA. All right, the Knicks are gonna hold on. And the Lakers are gonna let the clock run out. See, this is what veteran teams. They want to go to the club. It's New York. They want to go light up the club. You know, Melo's getting them all in tonight. Tell you one thing about the Knicks. What a difference the crowd is now. Didn't Michael Porter Jr. kind of disappear during the playoffs? Well, he was great against Portland, but they really hit a bombshell against Phoenix. All right, the game went off on time, so Portland and Denver were starting 5 minutes out in Portland. So the Knicks hold on. Denver and Portland coming up. I'm gonna do that game up here, me and Sean. Who is it? Tier battle. You know that last month, Michael Porter Jr. got a new 5-year contract extension. How much was the money on that, Sean?
I'm not even sure.
I just know it was a lot. He is a guy who I never even heard the kid. I heard he had back problems in the draft. But to watch him play, one of my favorite players in the NBA. I love MPJ. I mean, MPJ, yeah. Folks, I'm not watching a bunch of fools make fools out of themselves. What's the name of this new game show? Go Big Show. You couldn't pay me to watch that crap. You know, for that, I might as well just watch Spaceship 2. Just get me a turkey sandwich and sit and watch that crap. Is Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck then characters in the movie? Anybody know that? Yeah, that's why I brought up the playoff. Say that one more time, bro. He just signed a 5-year deal extension with the Nuggets. There we go. I know that freeway from anywhere on the planet Earth. I know that downtown setting anywhere in the world. As we're getting ready to start Portland and Denver. There was the light show in Portland. Does Stan Van Gundy really have to do this game? Do I have to hear enough this from the Masters of Panic? Sean, that's you, bro? Guess my boy Sean fell asleep. Sean, you there? Or you sleeping? And he's sleeping.
My fault, man. So work was crazy. Man.
It's okay, buddy. If he's sleeping, go ahead, go to sleep. Take a nap. You know I'll be on the air. I'll let you know what's happening in Portland. All right, the starting lineup. I didn't get a chance to see it. I know it's Monty Morris, Jeff Green, Aaron Gordon. My boy Will Barton's back in town.
I think
One
that's
of the
gonna
worst
help
mistakes
Aaron Gordon.
Blazers ever made, getting rid of that kid. All right. Ever important about the tip in a second. All right, here we go from Portland, everybody. Opening tip. Stan Van Gundy. It's like a pest that can't go away. You're not lying about that shit. All right, here we go. A lot of empty seats in Portland tonight. Lillard got the ball, of course. Checked by Aaron Gordon. Nurkic. Will Barton. Jeff Green for free. Way off. All right, let's see. Guaranteed for 145 million, worth of 172. Yeah, I told you. Two nothing Denver. Betting on his back. being good. Yeah, they are. I have empty seats in Portland tonight, folks. Okay, let you know what's happening. Denver got the ball. Jeff Green, way off. Two, by the way. Lillard just scored a layup. All right, Lillard got the ball. What a player. All right. Oh, 3-2 Portland. All right, Lillard made both free throws. 4-2 Portland. Very early in the game here. Yeah, they're betting on his back being better, yes. And one, Aaron Gordon. 4-4. Gordon's playing center. Denver is banged up right now. Mm. 5-4 Denver. Lillard? Good. 6-5. Portland. Shout out to Sheila E. Always forget about Aaron Gordon, and we all do. Mm. Hope this game is better than advertised. Mm. 7-6 Denver. All right, McCollum just hit a shot, and it's going to be a 3-point play. If he can make the free throw. McCollum hits the free throw, 8-6 Portland. 9-7 Portland. All right, Portland 4-1 break. Nolan Powell scored 11-7 Portland. Denver is very undermanned tonight. Golden State and Philly tomorrow, no Joel Embiid. All right, Nurkic has scored 13-10 Portland. No way, guys, I'm right here. All right, 13-10 Portland. All right. I'm here, never left. That whole Orlando team's stripped, minded. Vukovic, Fournier, Gordon, Tobias, and Riddick. Yep. Excellent point, Tib. Tibel, you've been on point tonight, my brother. Keep up the excellent work. Then when the weather gets a little better, dinner on me, bro. Let me know where you like to eat in the city, and I'll meet you, and we'll have dinner on me. Appreciate you so much, bro. Great tier battle. Add so much to this platform. Show number 500 will be Thanksgiving Day. Um, okay. Just chilling, watching the game with you guys. They're in commercial. 13th in Portland. Right here, gang. I ain't going nowhere. Read your comments. Is Dame Lillard in purgatory? Yes, he is. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. When I talk, let me set this for the record for our audience. When I talk, I mean what I say. I'm not one of these guys who's two-faced. I mean what I say. So, like, if I told you, Tier Battle, that you're doing great work, you are. You bring in the questions. They're excellent questions. And I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. Because he wants to prove, like Giannis proved, that you could stay in a small market and win NBA title. That's why he stayed. It's a damn fool if you ask me. All right, back to this basketball game. 1915, Portland. 1917 now. All right. Denver, they are battered up, but they're valiant out there. Good. Tie game, 1919. Nuggets, Blazers. Stayed to try to prove the point, buddy. All right, Lillard missed a long three. Anthony Simons is in the game. Threw the ball away into the crowd. Can't make this stuff up. All right, Denver got the ball. They bring it up. Yeah, of course he is. The team they got now is not a good team, folks. All right, here we go. 1919. All right, see what they do. Cody Zeller's on the foul line. Misses both. What else is new? Nice play. So Denver up 21-20, just under 3 minutes in the first period. All right, we'll get 2 free throws after the timeout. Two years ago, everybody swore they were contenders. I don't know about that. I never called Portland a contender. December 17th, new Spider-Man movies coming out where all of his villains are coming after him. Spider-Man No Way Home. Get your tickets for it right now. I know one thing. It'll be better than Spaceship 3. I can tell you that. Okay. Let's get into a comfortable position. Since it's going to be 10:30 Eastern time. Good thing I took my medicine tonight. Oh, man. Everybody was cracking up. Meaning the media. Yeah. Spider-Man No Way Home. Shout out to the beautiful China White. It was awesome tonight before I came on the air. Going off. What a great job she does. Great job a lot of these ladies do. And the one big thing these women got over us. Boy, do these girls know how to edit. Ooh, these girls know how to edit. Shout out to you, China. I gave all the ladies a shout out tonight. Hope they have a happy Thanksgiving. I'll be cooking at 6 a.m. on Thursday. Put the bird on before I come on here. I'll be on here at 7:15 in the morning. All right, Lilith's shooting 2. Makes the first. Makes both free throws. 22-21 Portland. I'll take this game until halftime. Then I will bid adieu. See you all tomorrow night. Oh. Hump day. Yeah, you might as well call today hump day. And Gonzaga's up on UCLA 24-8 at Pauley Pavilion. All right, McCollum just hit 27-22 Portland. A minute and a half left. All right, 27-24. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, hump day might as well be today. Ooh, this kid Dozier got a very nasty knee injury, and nobody, I mean nobody on the Nuggets medical staff went out to check on him. Now they did. This kid knee is horrible. Oh my god. You know, these NBA teams, unless it's a star player, they don't give a fuck when these other players get hurt. You know? They don't give a fuck. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Tear battle, stay right there. I'll be right back in a second. Yeah, the kid got hurt. His knee went out on him. And the Nuggets, nobody, his teammate ran back, all the way back to check on him while everybody else was just, you know, these NBA teams, just really wonder about them sometimes. I'll be back in a minute, folks. All right, let me say this real quick. Two of his teammates carried him off the court. It was an ugly, nasty injury. Oh God, don't get again. Oh, oh my God. Oh, as Mike Malone is looking on, shaking his head, like he really feels bad that they should have the medical staff check on him earlier. Portland hit one free throw, 28-24 with 49 seconds left. Yeah, traumatic. Yes, it is. They had to carry that poor kid off the court. Nobody was there to help him, not even the goddamn medical staff. All right, Campazzo's at it again. It's a big three for Denver. They down one. McCollum is here. No, McCollum's on fire tonight. 13 for him in the first quarter. Lillard's is sitting out. If you didn't hear, Los Angeles loses again to the Knicks. All right, McCollum got a steal. (30-27) Portland. 11 seconds left. 10, 9. Simons for 3. Good. The Portland on a late run. All right, Portland up 6 after 1, 33-27. I'll be back in a minute. Portland up 33-27 after 1. I'm back. Boy said. Has Bradley Beal proven to be better than CJ McCollum? You could say that. Because I love CJ. I'm always going to take CJ over. Yeah, they are. Well, it's like I said, if Portland trades CJ for Ben Simmons, Philly will get to the finals. I don't know if they can win the finals. But with De'Aaron Fox Oh, Lillard, they win the championship. That's just me saying that. All right, Denver hit their first shot in the second half. I mean, second quarter. So it's 33-29 there. All right, let you know what's going on. All right. All right. These guys are getting sloppy out there. I remind me of the end of the Knick game tonight. Just got sloppy out there. Of course, the walls damaged goods out of the league, basically. I agree with that about Daryl Morey. He's a clown. And Daryl Morey, by the way, started all these rumors. I'll be putting it up here right before Atlanta and Philly. He was the one who put it out there. Like he wanted either Lillard or McCollum. Yeah, Miami Heat, huh? I don't know what that's gonna do for Miami. I'll tell you that right. I'm gonna touch John Wall for 1,000-foot pole. This Larry Nance Jr. sucks, man. Oh, does he suck? Thank God I'm only doing the first half of this game, because this game is horrible. (33-32) Portland. Right, this kid Little just scored 35-32 Portland. 9 minutes to go in the first half. As soon as this first half is over, I am out the door. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Golden State, Philly tomorrow night. All right. Simons just has shot 37-32 Portland. Denver just said free Compazzo again. 37-35, 7.5 to go in the first half. Diamonds with another 3, 30, 40, 35 first half. All right, Denver made the first free throw. The honesty. In my honesty. There you go. Like Norman Powell to set another 3. 43-37 Portland. Just under 7 to go first half. Right here battle. All right. Right here, tier battle. I'm not going anywhere. You know that. Game can't be any worse, is right. How many goddamn commercials for this TNT game? Jesus Christ, how long can you show this fucking commercial? See what my boy says now. It's the holiday season. You ain't lying about that, but all right, Denver's bringing up the ball. Pazzo hits again. All right, Denver's hit another three. Cut this lead to 3. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Halftime of this game, I'm out. I'm going to bed. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Brooklyn Celtics tomorrow. Philly Warriors tomorrow. Monte Morris hit another shot. Denver's cut it to 2. Yep, we're back. Another decisive 3 from the side. We're up 48-46 Portland is with 4 minutes left in the first half. No, but Kareem is finally getting his due around the NBA. He deserves. Let's get these last 3 minutes under the belt. Bring it back. Can't make this. Average pace game because no stars out. Guys, McCollum, Denver don't got their guys out there. Sorry about that. There's no stars out there. Denver don't got their guys. They're all hurt or sick. Oh, let's see. Yep, it's an average pace game. Yeah, I feel it. All right, Denver's up by 1, so Denver's come storming back with 3.5 to go in the third. All right. 3 minutes left, first half. Lillard hits another 3. So Damian Lillard's warming up. Nice pass. All right. McCollum got the steal. All right, 2:18 left. 49-48 Portland. All right, Lillard got 12 tonight in the first half. Nolan Powell's on the line. Misses the first. Well, this is new. This is Portland. 2 minutes left. So this half is over. I am gone. Dame in the game. You got that right. Tier battle. I don't know you'll be at tomorrow, but be here Thanksgiving when you wake up. Be in the room. I'll be on 7:15. Thursday morning. And Portland's up 3. 2 minutes left. Lillard from half court. Good. So Lillard's on fire, folks. Just hit one from half court. And hit a 3 from half court. $500. That's right. That'll be Thursday morning. You a big reason why, Tier Battle. You believe now Portland's rolling now. McCollum they scored. They're up by 8. A minute left. First half. All right, Portland stole it again. Lillard is wide open. Good. So Lillard has hit 6 threes in a row. Portland's up 11. And the fans in Portland are loving it. So Lillard's on fire right now. I may stay for the second half. I'll see how I feel. Right now, I doubt it. Part waking up. Yeah, get your coffee. Get your Folgers in your cup Thursday morning. I'll be here. I'll take you to the Lions game, and then I'll be back for the second half of the Cowboy Raider game. I may do Ninjaville Thursday night. And if I do, it's gonna be a good one. It's not a folks. It's not a joke. When I tell you this man shoots 10,000 threes a day, every day in the summertime he does. He has his own rap studio, recording studio in his mansion. Portland stole it again as Denver has collapsed. CJ McCollum with the dunk. So Portland's up 13 as Denver has made 7 turnovers in a row. No joke. Blocked by Nurkic. Portland got it again. We'll see what they do. Portland has hit 15 in a row. So the Blazers are opening up this game. It's wide open now. They're up 15 with 20 seconds to go. Big shot. Will Barton hit a 3? Barton waking up. Have Folgers in your cup. Oh, it sure has. Rip City. I remember a couple of months ago, it was back in, I think it was back in August. This guy named Father Time was going to take over the Manosphere, which Ramir Amir said that's bullshit. All right, Portland did the old hook and lateral, and McCollum hit the layup at the guns. I mean, at the buzzer. So Portland's up 14 at halftime. So Portland is running them out, folks. But let me get back to what I was saying, since Tier Battle asked the question. So let me run with it. I'll run with it. So I'm gonna stay for the second half. So gang, I'm gonna stay. Took control of the game, yeah. Rip City took control of the game. But let me get to what you just said. So a couple months ago, I was in Ramir Amir's room, and I came in here and I told people that Kevin Samuels said, F it, you can have this space. Whoever wanted this space. And I got major pushback from a certain concept creator up here. And I wonder where he is now, since it was announced by Jerome Whiteside late Sunday night that Ramir Amir is now the new czar of the Black Manosphere, to the dismay of one O.J. Duke Jackson, who I consider the GOAT of the Manosphere, not that clown from B1 sector, who I don't pay attention to. Okay. And I wonder where this guy is at now, because I don't know what he does. I'm not talking about his job or anything. I'm talking about, I don't know the streets he goes to in the Manosphere. But the one thing about me is, Tier Battle knows that I go in similar streets like he does, and we know what's going on. We got our eyes, our ears open. And me and Tier Battle are two guys that always been in the chat room, always be in the chat room. And we stick together. I always welcome chat room guys in here. And if they want to come up, they can come up. But the point I'm making is, I'm not a guy who likes to talk about, I know this. I know that. The one thing I do know is, don't question what I know if you wasn't in the goddamn room. See, I'm always in the streets with my family, which is the YouTube streets. I know, I hear things, I see it. And the point I'm making is, when those two guys are talking, you listen. Now, those two guys are at war right now in these Manosphere streets. And I'm glad that I don't have to take sides. Speaking of Manosphere, all right, folks, I'm here. I'm still here. If you're wondering, let me read Tear Battle. The spear has grown too large and so fractured to control. Yeah, because of the women. That's the bottom line. These guys want to impress these women. And I'm going to say something right now, since this is my own platform. I can say what I'm about to say. I had I had Trinity Time Travels up here 3 weeks ago. And you know how she can be at times. Shout out to Trinity, by the way, Time Travels, Triple T as I call it. And she figured me out right away. Because I was so excited that Friday night about Jordan Love getting his first his first start. But she said, you know what? This nigga don't want no, you know what? And she dropped off my panel. See, when women can figure you out what you really are about, they ain't gonna fuck with you. That's just facts. It's been a click affair for some time, yeah. It's clicks. You know, if you stay to yourself like I do, you're gonna see who respects you and who doesn't. But to me, it's not about the respect factor. It's more about how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I always knew it was a click. So we'll see. Like I tell brothers, and I'm dead honest about this. These women do not like us. They don't respect us. And the reason is something that Ringo TV is doing right now as we speak. We don't like each other. It's about us. That's the reason why they hate us so much. I'm not kidding. We don't show leadership. They look at the other races of men. What do they see? They work together as a pride factor. You know, ethnic pride. Us on the other hand, we can't stand each other. I mean, the guys can get along with the guys. Some women can get along with the women. But see, I'll use me as an example of this. This is just for you, Tear Battle, and whoever's watching this guy. I'm the type of brother that if I'm talking to you, that means that I get along with you. But don't play your ass and come in here one day yelling and screaming. You know, you're not going to be up here long because I don't play that. You know? Yeah, that's what it's about. Some of the topics I will get into next week. But first, we're going to celebrate the 500th show of this platform. We'll do that Thursday morning, all day Thursdays, 500th show. Of course. Because they know that they have an audience. You know, people are going to talk about it. That's what they want. While when you build your show very quietly, all right, Clippers up by 6, beginning of the second period. Let me get back to what I was saying. Yeah, these guys, what's happened to this space is guys want to impress the ladies. They're competing for women's affection and attention. A guy like me already told these guys, I'm not into the women. You know? Know what, Tear Battle? I love you, man, but I'm going to bed. I'm too tired. Plus, I got to go get that turkey tomorrow, early in the morning. They want me at this butcher shop at 8:30 to get this turkey. I want to thank you for being so great, Tear Battle. I love you, bro. Godfather Soul James Brown, Antonio Labs. Boyer was up in here. Kane, the God was. Fireman, of course. Aunt T was up here. Waffy was up here. And Zano was up here. Don P. 215 was up here. Of course, my boy Irv Gotti was up in. People in the clouds was. I love you, man. Hope to see you. If not tomorrow night, hope to see you Thursday morning with your Folgers cup, all right? Everybody else, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you 8:15 Eastern time. 8:15. Warriors Sixers tomorrow. Let's see what happens. Good night. But before I leave, always something I do. People in the clouds, thank you. Good night, everybody. Love you.
Midnight at the oasis. Send your camel to bed. Shadows painting our faces. Traces of romance in our heads. Heaven's holding a half moon, shining just for us. Let's slip off to a sand dune real soon. Kick up a little dust. Come on, cactus is our friend. He'll point out the way. Come on, till the evening ends. Till the evening ends. You don't have to answer. There's no need to speak. I'll be your belly dancer, prancer, and
Night,
you
night,
can
buddy.
be
I
my
love
sheep. I know your daddy's a sultan, a nomad known to all, with 50 girls to attend him. They all send him the jump man's beck and call. But you won't need no harem, honey, when I'm by your side. And you won't need no camel, no, no, when I take you for a ride. Come on, cactus is our friend. He'll point out the way. Come on, till the evening, midnight at the oasis. Send your camel to bed. Got shadows painting our faces and traces of romance in our heads. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, come on. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember, no sex, no drugs, no clubbing, no drinking, no partying, no smoking, recreational drugs. I'll see you tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, here in the Oasis. Show number 500, Thursday morning, all day. And we'll see, we'll play it by ear, everybody. Other than that, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Good night from the Oasis, everybody. Sleep well.